So this is a song dedicated to the people.
And to pick Jesus and his kind.
Jesus.
Lovers of falsehood.
His name was not Jesus.
That is to say,
So
if a Messiah or if Messiah ever existed, his name wasn't a Jesus, of course. Powerless. Jesus is powerless.
It's never going to happen.
We unmask that already. It's powerless.
Jesus, the most useless name I know.
Very nonsense name. It's not making no sense, okay?
Don't ever praise his ugly
it's not making no sense at all.
That is the reason why we must dump him so.
Cause Jesus, the most useless name, is so useless, okay? It is not useful.
The most useless name I know.
The land of Nigeria says so. That Jesus is so useless. It's not making no sense. It's so useless. In the land of Nigeria, where the very pig, Jesus Christ, ordained, elevated to godhood. Still, nothing absolutely work in that country. They say he's the King of Kings. They said he's the Lord of Lords. They said he's everything good unto Nigeria. Yet, Nigeria is not receiving that rain of refreshment. Nigeria is not receiving that glory of testimony. It's not found at all. Nigeria is so dry. Dry bones. Come on now. He has changed them all. The name of Jesus is a scam. The name of Jesus changed them all. In sin and sorrow, the name of Jesus is a scam. A big scammer, okay? Eternal one. Changed them all. In sin and sorrow, the name of Jesus is a scam. It's a scam. Scammer. Jesus Christ is a scammer forevermore. He's a scammer. He's a scammer. What is Jesus Christ, take it from you? How did he scam you? Because, of course, he is a scammer. He has scammed almost the entire world population. He has scammed them. So what is Jesus, taking from people? Or rather, what Jesus scammed people of? What did he took from people? Jesus has already scammed the almost entire world chances to gain salvation. He scammed salvation from you. He took away the knowledge. He took away the key. He took away the understanding. He scammed. This is what he scammed of you. He scammed you of salvation, that you will never be able to come to the knowledge of salvation. So how is Jesus Christ doing it? He did not tell you there is nothing of such. Someone died for you at the cross or on the cross, paying the debt for you, that he has already paved the way of eternal rest for you. Jesus is not disputing absolutely any of this. But this is how he's doing it. He took the real thing from you. He now gave you his own version. And when you now begin to chase after his own version, that is how he's come to you. You can never find the actual way of salvation. You can never, ever find your way back home. But rather, you're going to be chasing after a thing you can never acquire. Jesus don't have it. He can't give it to you. He don't have it. And he can't have it. And if he don't have this very treasure we all longing for, how can he give it to you? He don't have salvation, redemption, deliverance. He don't have it, people. Why are you not hearing me? I'm sounding it. Why are you not getting it? Why are you picking offense at me, telling you the truth? This is the fountain of life. This is the very source of life. I'm giving you the breath of refreshment. You know, a breath that is going to carry you all through. That is what I'm pouring out here. But you get offended, especially them of YouTube. So when I now begin to see, I now say, so all these people, almost 2,000, we're all Christians. You know what is paining me? They will not subscribe. And yet they picked offense. What are you still doing there? Why can't you just remove yourself from my platform? Unsubscribe. As you can see, I'm not doing it for any money or monetary gain. I'm just doing it because I love my Abba and I want to talk about him. I am the army in Ezekiel 37 because armies always go into battle. We see that in the book of Acts of Apostles chapter 2, because they were already being raised. As they were being raised from the grave, okay, then Adejumo said, this is the entire house of Israel, the army. Said they are army. And you know, army don't take nonsense. Okay? I can see the armies in Nigeria. You see what they do? I saw the police. Okay, now, those one can tolerate you a little bit. But for the armies, they will beat nonsense out of you. Exactly what we are doing here, family. Beating nonsense out of, scammer Jesus and his career that is helping him to propagate these lies. We beat nonsense out of them. We don't tolerate at all. I don't just tolerate. I don't have that patience. When it comes to falsehood, I can't handle. Okay, when it comes to deceit, I'm so allergic. I can't handle it. All right, I can't at all. And I also see that passion and that heat fire on Nehemiah. I think that could be Nehemiah chapter 9 or so. He now begin to beat people. He now begin to flog people, dragging their hair down to the covenantal law and say, you must retire yourself with your maker. When they deviated, he said, I beat them. He laid hands on them. He flogged them and even dragged their hair straight away to the altar. He connected them back to the altar of life. Not the altar of Jezebel, but the altar of life. Altar of salvation. He dragged them back. All right? So that is who I am. I don't have that patience. When it comes to, listening to falsehood, I'm so hot. I will be blowing hot. Okay? I will be blowing hot. I can't handle it. So that's what we are doing. We, as the people of the book, we as an army, exactly, we don't take shit. We don't take nonsense. We don't take rubbish. No, not at all. Thank you, Abba, for you have brought me this far. Bless your holy mighty name for this eternal opportunity you gave unto me, and not just me alone, to the entire camp of Israel. You gave us this great privilege, opportunity to be called your own. Oh, Shandarabo Sekiyaba, to carry this ark of eternal fire, truth that burneth with the eternal fire, unquenchable one. Thank you for this wonderful truth, because it is not he that wills, nor he that rules. It is you, Abba, that showed mercy. I really do appreciate. On the behalf of the entire camp of Israel, I say thank you, Abba. Yes, it is all about you. Hallelujah. I love you so much. All right, now, family, we will still do what we ought to do, or rather, we'll still go the way of the scriptures. Thank you, Abba. Greetings, family. Greetings to every one of us. Hope we all are doing great on this wonderful, glorious, lovely day once again for you and I to circle around Abba YAHUAH'S eternal blessed throne, and to just get our soul, spirit, and body, our totality, the past, right now, and future, filled with YAHUAH'S eternal divine breath. It is always my earnest desire and prayer that this very wonderful breath we keep pulling out from the royal scriptures, or rather royal law, be a golden pen, become a golden pen in your hand to draw the map of your eternity, to rewrite your eternity through the mindset of King Yahushua HaMashiach. Begin to see your eternity the way Yahushua sees it, not the way Jesus sees it, not the way you've been taught by Jesus, but rather the ways of Yahuwah. Do Bible things Bible way. And all this very thing we are doing, we are not doing it for nobody but for ourselves. We are not doing YAHUAH'S good. Rather, we are doing ourselves good. When we begin to obey and just take it the way it is and let nothing break it in your hand, but rather the Holy Spirit, you are doing yourself good, eternal good. Not YAHUAH, because as we can see, YAHUAH indeed don't need us to function, but rather we need him to function. He don't need us to prosper, and we need him to prosper. He don't absolutely need us, okay, to be joyful, okay, to be joyful, to have this wonderful, pure joy. It doesn't really. But we need him, his presence that is full of joy, to have this eternal joy. We need him in every area. At all count, all point, all steps, we simply need Yahuwah. All right? So, that's what I want to look into today, in his presence. All right? Father, we love you. Father, I and the entire camp of Israel say we indeed love you. And by your grace, we are displaying that in keeping your commandment. Because you said that is the only definition of we loving you. If you love me, keep my commandment, keep my saying. Because he said if we do, we found this eternal life that money cannot give. Money can't give it unto us, but you gave it unto us freely. Thank you, my Abba. Love you so much. Thank you for your set-apart word, King Yahushua HaMashiach. And I also thank you for your set-apart spirit, the very Ruach HaKodesh. Hallelujah. Thank you for helping us to eat Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bread of immortality. And I also thank you for helping us to drink the Ruach HaKodesh, the very wine of immortality. That this very food you fed us with, nothing absolutely will be able to choke it out of us. It is eternal. He has come, and it has come to stay all eternity in us. Thank you, Abba. No party. No party, no separation. We are one unto eternity. Thank you, Abba. I love you so much. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right, now, family, let's do why we are here today in his presence. Only in the presence of Abba Yahuwah, we put things right. Only in his presence, we will be rightly dividing the word of truth. We will be able to divide this very word of truth so that we won't be wrongly dividing the word of truth. But outside Yahuwah, in the absence of Yahuwah, definitely you will be wrongly dividing the word of truth. Many people has gone that way. Many people, okay, many souls has traveled that unreturned or dark way, a journey of no return. All right, so we want to do it in his presence. Okay, in his presence, we fix anything that is being broken. Anything that is being broken, or broken is fixed back in his presence, because that is where the materials is. Okay, the product to fix it back is right in his presence. Anything that is in chaos, in the presence of Adejumo, like I said, we get it fixed because we get the raw material in his presence. Anything that is in disorderment, in Adejumo's presence, we put them all in order, because the power and the ability is right there, okay, to put everything accordingly. So, family, with this being said, let's do it in his presence. Like you and I know already, title always help navigate us into Holy Scriptures. So, let us call out the title. PJC, you know what that is already. You know the meaning of PJC already. And this is the most scary part. The Christians don't want to hear the truth. That they hate the truth so much. They hate the truth with passion. And it's so scary. Very, very scary people. I don't know. Somebody said, I want to acquire this very heaven by all means. That person should have been so determined, get ready, to unlearn and to relearn. If indeed you really want it so badly, you are so desperate, you want to know. You just want to know. You want to make it. You don't want to lose heavy. You want to make it by all costs. You are running this heavily race. Nothing absolutely is going to be pulling you back. Nothing stand between you and heavy. If indeed that is your dream, why are you not chasing that same dream with all obedience in knowing the truth? There is no shame in it. On learning the lies and relearning the truth, that should have been of a greater honor on you. It's so scary when it comes to this level that you are against the truth. Very, very scary. But for me, like you can see, nothing stands between me and heaven. Okay, that is why I'm so fired when it comes to deceit, unfolding or exposing deceit, lies. I don't I do it like I mean it, okay? So let's call out the title once again. You know what PJC, because that one dragged me into this very saying of mine. You know what PJC means already? Pig. Jesus Christ. Okay, is a pig. And according to the royal law governing system, we ought not to touch a pig. Adejumo said, don't touch that snake. Genesis 3. Don't. No, eat. Or else you shall surely die. So I don't want to touch, because if you don't touch, you cannot eat. But when you touch, of course, straight to your mouth. And me, I don't want that at all. I want peace, and I've already made that peace with the glorious Trinitarian power, Yahuwah the Father, Yahuwah the Son, Yahuwah the YAHUAH'S, and I'm loving it. And I will love it unto eternity. Now listen, let's do the title. Like you and I know already, title always help navigate you and I into Holy Scriptures, pave the way, make it very easy, right, for you and me, okay, to swallow. When it comes like that, it makes it so easy to process it. Thank you, my Abba. Indeed, I truly do love you. All right, now, family, let's do the title once again. Here we are in the heavenly courtroom of Abba Yahuwah with this powerful message titled for you and me. Pick Jesus Christ, Funke, Felix, Adejumo, 12 tribes. Listen, now they have their names. Pick Jesus Christ, 12 tribes. Give it unto his agents. Okay, this very giant have names. So like ours also do have names, of course. And a name is a sign, is the sign of your life. And names also carry authority. Like Jabez born in sorrow. And we see we see how that disaster worked in his life, full of sorrow. There is a spirit attached to a name. Okay, like Ben Oni or so, Benjamin. Okay, when his mother was dying, he also gave a name unto him, saying, "Son of my sorrow." Right away, Papa, because the Papa understand what name is, what they carry. They carry lives, they carry authority, and they carry signs. Quickly, immediately, Jacob undo it. He can never be son of your sorrow. He undo it by saying his name is Benjamin. Benjamin simply means son of my right hand. Are you getting that? So we know what names is. You see all this Weavon, there is a spirit. And she's not joking. Jesus Christ used his agent to give us, the name of his tribes. Can we return back to the title? Like I said, pick Jesus Christ, the Funke, Felix, Adejumo, 12 tribes, Weavon, Listick, makeup, Trouser, etc. You can also add wig, BBL. Okay, we're going to be hearing from the horse's mouth. Okay, you can also add eyelashes. Just fix everything, carnality over there. And we know all this makery, whatever makeup stuff is being given by what is his name? Azazel. In the book of Enoch, chapter 8, verses 1 and 2, rather verses 1. He gave all this, ornaments, I don't know, filthy ornaments. But this woman said, in her own wells, I'm quoting her, that you should locate your own tribe. If your tribe don't use Weavon, we in our tribe, we use Weavon. So that is to say, she identified our own tribe by Weavon, Trouser, makeup, lipstick, odorant, perfume, BBL, skin tight, pens, all this nonsense. But what are we saying? There is a spirit attached to it. Remember, Jezebel is also from the tribe of makeup. When Yehu, that is 2 Kings chapter 9, verses 30 through 39 or 37. Yehu, the man of Yahuwah, when he brought judgment unto Jezebel, what did she do? When Jezebel sighted him through window, quickly she rushed into her chambers, beginning to deck herself, begin to paint her face, and she now began to make up. All right, because that is the tribe of Jezebel, makeup tribe. Jezebel came from the tribe of makeup. Okay, so let's finish calling out the title. I'm just letting you know the gravity, okay, of what this woman just said. But people are going to be saying she's a comedian, she's just cracking joke, she don't really mean it. If you ever do that, which means to say you are not ready for the truth, and the spirit, all these things that I just called out, carry spirits, and they're going to surround you, they're going to banner, eventually you will be one like them. So I call out the title again, PJC, Pick Jesus Christ, Funke, Felix, Adejumo, 12 tribes, Weavon, lipstick, makeup, trouser, wig, BBL, nails, eyelashes, odorant, perfume. Just put everything putable there until you get to 12, okay, etc. So that is the meaning of etc. Versus YAHUAH'S 12 royal tribes. If you see the authenticity in this very message that we are about to look into, you will love YAHUAH. You will love him. You will love him even more. So, foundational scriptures, number chapter 1, you're going to see all 14 tribes. Though we have 12 original tribes, but we also got 2 extended tribes, Manasseh and Ephraim. Okay, you will see all 14 all together in Numbers chapter 1. And Revelation 7, verses 1 through 8, and Revelation 21. All tribes are there. But we also see the tribes of Jesus Christ in our daily lifestyles, okay? We keep seeing it, all right? We keep seeing it. We keep seeing it. So we can, in fact, everybody, every one of us, okay, can get along and in sharing testimony for the tribe of Jesus Christ, okay? Everybody can do that, harmoniously. Harmoniously, because it is what we know here on earth, okay? So let's present it. I would still like to put something over here.
In which river was Jesus baptized?
Get out! Jesus baptized in the lake of fire. Masquerading people. Glory stealer. Jesus the hacker. Nonsensical. Get out. Just get out of here. So let's go to John chapter 14. I would still like to take us through here. I want to show us something. I snapped the picture yesterday inside the Metro 50, going to Isolatovec, or rather going to Hen, because I was coming from Isolatovec, going home to Hen. Okay, so it's the Metro. All right, so what am I saying now? John chapter 14. Let's take chapter. I done it tough. John chapter 14, verses 17. Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you, and shall be in you. Now, is that the Spirit of truth? The world don't even know him, and they cannot receive him. They can't at all. They don't seize him. Neither do they know him. It's three. Altogether three. Together three. Knitted together. They don't know him. They don't see him. And they can't receive him. If you don't know him, okay, let's start with the sin. If you cannot see, how can you know? If you can't know, then how can you receive what you don't know? You see, it goes together. First of all, you need to see. That was why in Ezekiel 37, YAHUAH first of all make the prophet Ezekiel to see the dry bones and to see the grave. He moved him out of his comfortable zone and said, come on, I want to show you something. Oh, now you are seeing, oh, they are dry. Oh, they are even in the grave. And they lost their identity because the man of YAHUAH wasn't, he wasn't aware who they are or who they were. Okay. Before YAHUAH helped him to know these are the house of Israel. So first of all, he make him to see. And secondly, he also make him to know. He now begin to prophesy. And thirdly, he now make him to receive them. These are the entire house of Israel. Oh, then he now know who they are. Oh, they are not just, Israel, but they are armies. You know what army does, or what they are doing, You can check that out in Acts of Apostles chapter 2, not 12. 2. You see the radical movement. You see the radicalism. They were not tolerating nonsense. Neither demon nor Pharisees nor scribe nor the Sadducees. They put all of them to where they belong. That is what army does. I see that, fire in armies of Nigeria. If you messed up, if you put on their logo or their dress, they will beat nonsense out of it. They don't take rubbish. They beat man and beat woman. Okay, so they don't take nonsense at all. So that's what we are saying over here. So now it's like the word they can't receive him. Why? Because they don't see him. Why? Because they don't know him. They are not knowledgeable about him. Now I want to show you something. Why am I talking the way I do? So what am I saying? Well, I will drag it. I'm going to connect it back. I will connect the dots of this very saying of mine, okay, to this very tribe of trouser and all these pants and jinx ring trouser, BBL trouser, high latches trouser, nails, very long nails fixed trouser. I will be connecting it straight away to it. All right, so first of all, okay, yes, let's come back here. I want to show you what I want to show you. Though it's written in Dutch, but it's also There's a breakdown also in English. So this is the metro, you see. Anyone in Netherlands will know. Oh, rather, let me just go because I cropped this one. I beg. All right, let's come here. You see. So everyone in Netherlands knows about this, the logo of the metro. About what is going on here. For you to see, I took the I snapped it yesterday. What is going on here now? I better carry your ballot. Come on. You see yesterday. You see the two pictures. So I want to zoom it now. GVB. This is our transporter here. Okay. So I want to read. They write it in Dutch, and then also give us a brief, understanding in English. It said during Easter, King's Day, May 4 May, Ascension Day, and Pentecost. We operate with different times and routes. Different times and routes. Okay. So what am I saying? Can we go back there? It said during Easter. Yesterday was Easter Monday. I'm doing this message on Tuesday. During Easter, yesterday it was so. King's Day, May 4th, Ascension Day, the day Jesus Christ is going to be ascended into his destruction. They also know that. And Pentecost Day, the day Jesus flooded Christians' life with demons, because this is not YAHUAH'S, okay, Pentecost. We operate with different times and routes. Okay, so how come the Spirit of Truth can't be accepted by the world because they did not see him, nor know him? But this very day of Jesus Christ, special day of Jesus Christ, is being known, is being seen, is being received. So he said they operate different times, and that's correct. If normal day bus should have been 15 minutes, on this day, it is public holiday or special day, they will now extend it to 30 minutes. So it's well vast among the Gentiles. Okay. So now how does this connect the 12 tribes of Jesus? Yes, the entire world also knows the 12 tribes of Jesus, using the 12 tribes of Jesus, or they accept it, they accept Trouser. So I'm hearing Jesus Christ right now because I do wear Trouser, okay? I don't make up and I don't use Weavon. Of course I use odorant. Of course I use perfume. And these are tribes. And these are people's tribes. So the whole world know the tribe of Jesus. That's what I'm saying. In essence, the whole world know the tribe of Jesus. Makeup, the whole world is even using the tribe of Jesus. Are you getting it? And that of ours, the whole world don't even know. And they don't accept, and they don't receive, and they don't see it at all. Correct. Anyway, so let's do more. Or rather, let's play the video. Let's go to the video.
Passover is anchored in.
Let's play the video. Okay, I think I downloaded it because I don't want them to take it down. I have it here in my system. Yes, where is it? The tribe of Jesus. Where is Jesus Christ tribe?
One church. All of us can never worship in one church for administrative purposes.
Here this local
That is one
champion.
of the reasons the cross has 4 entrances.
We'll do
North,
this
south,
one
east, west.
next week.
Come
We'll
without
be
scarf.
touched.
Come
This
with
one will
scarf.
be
Come
visited
without jewelry
also.
and makeup. Come with jeans. Just come to the cross.
She said the cross has 4 entrances. She's a comedian anyway, but there's a spirit behind what she is doing. That's what we're
If in
saying.
your tribe they don't wear jeans,
All right now.
and in my tribe we wear, it is none of your business.
So this is the jeans tribe.
Just make sure you gain momentum and just make sure you make the rapture.
Another false doctrine, because there is no rapture at all.
I may
Anyways,
wear lipstick. I may make
yeah,
up.
maybe in their
I may
tribe.
not cover my head, but my spiritual brain is correct. Look at your tribe and stay there.
All right,
Your
now.
tribe and stay there and stop peeping
Into other people's tribe.
into another tribe.
So in your tribe, if you are not using trouser, so that is to say, because it's very clear, everybody needs to stand, okay, in the banner of their sign, in your and shield sign. You must remain the tribe as signs, okay? You must stay. That is why when you read the Numbers chapter 1, you're going to be seeing all the signs. They take it down to chapter 2. In fact, Numbers chapter 1 and chapter 2, you're going to be seeing all 40 tribes and their signs. Okay, they carry signs. And Funke just make it clear that they also have tribes in their own. Jesus Christ also have tribes in his own kingdom. I'm not disputing that, okay? But she said theirs is being named after materialism, after the things people is using, tribe of trouser. Now she now said locate your tribe. And you should stop pimping into other people's tribe. That is to say, if she said, if they are not using trouser or in your tribe, if your tribe is not a tribe of trouser, that is none of your business. Because there is a tribe of trouser. You can't dispute the fact that there is a tribe of trouser. If in your tribe they are using wig and the other tribe they don't use wig, so you shouldn't dispute that fact. In your tribe, they use whatever trouser, and in other tribe, they are not. So you shouldn't dispute that fact. That there is a tribe of trouser, like there is a tribe of makeup, and there is a tribe of wig, there is a tribe of BBL, and there is a tribe of Weavon, and there is a tribe of odorant, and there is a tribe of perfume, and there is a tribe of all this materialism. You heard from her. Or should I replay again? Should I replay? Because
All of us can never worship in one church
all right now.
for administrative purposes.
This is utterly Babylonia, okay? You know, Babylon, they always disagree with each other, confusion. Babylon simply means chaos, or rather confusion. They don't agree. They carry disagreeing spirit against one another. In our tribe, the 12 royal tribes, okay, we minister one administration. We don't have two. Though we are 14, but yet we minister just one administration. We don't have two. It is Shabbat day. It is Shabbat day. Just one administration. So we don't have to. But in their own, because their own, the tribe of Jesus, because the tribe of Jesus is Babylonia, and that is why she now said they can never administer one administration. They must talk about it. Trouser have their own administration. Makeup have their own administration. Weavon also have their own administration. Wig, likewise, perfume, odorant, and on and on. They have different administrations. That's what she's saying in Austria.
The reasons the cross has four. All of us can never worship in one church
All right now.
for administrative purposes.
Okay.
That is one of the reasons the cross has four
And
entrances.
Jesus Christ have 4 entrances. We'll be touching on that.
Come without scarf.
YAHUAH'S have just
Come
one.
without jewelry
And
and
here
makeup.
scarf
Come
tribe.
with jeans.
And you hear all
Just
the
come
makeup,
to
she
the
name it.
cross.
Jewelry, oh, I forgot, etc. Anyways, we still go for it. You see, she called a lot that I couldn't. It's like I was forgotten. Okay, no problem. Now we heard it from her. There is a trap of jewelry. There is a trap of what was the other one? She said the Lord scarf, beret. Yeah, correct. You know, there are some traps that use berets. They always tie their head, and they don't use odorant, and they don't also use perfume. Okay.
All of us can never worship in one church
Those ones that smells, they are so
for
smelly.
administrative purposes.
Okay.
That is one of the reasons the cross has 4 entrances.
Of
North,
Jesus,
south, east,
okay?
west.
Not
Come without
ours.
scarf. Come with scarf. Come without jewelry and makeup. Come with jeans. Just come to the cross. So,
She's a
if in your
comedian.
tribe they don't wear jeans, and in my tribe we wear, it is none of your business.
Okay.
Just make sure you gain momentum, and just make sure you make the rapture.
Story from Brazil. Anyways, Jesus have
I may
anyway.
wear
Yeah,
lipstick.
he's talking about
I may
Jesus.
make up. I may not cover my head, but my spiritual brain is correct.
You know what you are doing? Absolutely. Voicing for
Locate your
Jesus, of
tribe
course. Okay,
and
locate
stay
your tribe.
there.
I
Your
remember.
tribe and stay there and stop peeping into another tribe.
Hey, I have a so boy you be cool. I have a so boy you be. Hey, I have a so boy you be. Oh, I have a so boy you be. Wagi magbo where you walk, Mary Jesu. Na me na beg him no way oko. I have a so boy you be. Wagi magbo where you walk, Mary Jesu. Na me na beg him no way oko. I have a so boy you be. You heard already from her. I'm sorry, like you know already. I'm on my fasting. Now listen, Trouser and all this. So we want to work with the title now. Now that we have already heard from the horse's mouth, so let us now begin to preset it. Okay, we have so much to discuss, but this I break it into 2 already, because today we'll be looking into the tribes, the royal tribes, and also these carnality tribes. Okay, then Shabbat we'll be looking into what is going on inside this tribe, all these 12 tribes. What is going on there? How did you connect? And what part are you? What tribe are you? So we'll be doing that in order for you to know what tribe are you. Okay, it is very, very important, I must say. I repeat, it is very important for you to know which tribe are you, being Gentile or the very son and the daughter of the soil. It doesn't really matter. If there is a crisis, because this time frame, there is, of course, crisis in identity. Okay, many people, like the 10 tribes of Israel, they got lost. Okay, they just got lost. So those one they're gonna be taking the wrong identity, calling themselves Gentile. Meanwhile, they are the true children of the soil, children of the kingdom. So because of the crisis in their identity, loss of identity, they will be taking whom they are not. So if you are, of course, the Ruach HaKodesh is going to put it so strong. It's going to minister unto you. Not that Jesus can't also fake it. But let's start from somewhere. Let us start from somewhere. Okay. Let us start from somewhere. If you are also Gentile and you carry this book, of course, you also there is a need for you to know what tribe are you sojourning with. Because you must be grafted in. And if you be grafted, you belong to a tribe. You can't just fall everywhere. You can't be everywhere. You must stay in your assigned tribe. So we'll be doing that on the Shabbat. Okay. So today we want to see how am I going to be asking this question? How the 12th tribe came to be, and the genesis rather of the 12 tribes, the journey of the 12 tribes. So that is what we want to see today. I want to take us through the journey of the 12 tribes. Okay. So let me recall the title once again. Pick Jesus Christ, Funke, Felix, Adejumo, 12 tribes, Weavon, Listick, makeup, trouser, wig, etc. versus YAHUAH'S 12 royal tribes. Numbers chapter 1 and 2, Revelation 7 and 21. Okay, Revelation chapter 7, verses 1 through 8, and Revelation 21. So you're going to be seeing all the blessed tribe over there, not the carnality tribes, okay? All the 12 tribes you will see over there. So we read already John 14:17, because somehow the tribe of Jesus Christ is accepted by the whole world. So that is not a tribe you should have been feasting yourself in, because she even encourages you that you should locate your tribe. So that is to say, locate the tribe where they normally wear trouser. So that is your tribe. That is your tribe. So where is the spiritual significances? Where is the spiritual hold? Where is the spiritual ground? I say, where is the spiritual foundation? Which pillars to this very tribe of trouser, makeup, all this nonsense that you ought to go on? She said you should locate your tribe. And other people should also stop popnosy or pimping or pepnosy in other people's matter or tribe matter, okay? They shouldn't be, putting their, their mouth in someone else, what they use in their tribe or custom or tradition, whatever, or tribes. All right, now, so somehow, like I said, the entire world accepted it, but is this the tribe you really want to relocate to, or the tribe you want to sojourn with, or the tribe you want to fix yourself in order for you to make yourself good? BBL tribe or tribe of makeup? What about the spirituality? Are there spirit in all these their tribes? Do they carry spirit, or they just build on man-made, or rather flesh? Because this is the tribe of flesh. I will connect it there. So right now, let's go now to, I want to take you through the journey of this very blessed tribe of Yahuwah. Okay, 14 in numbers. Okay, to that extent, their king wear them as a garment, breastplate. Okay, but we will be looking into that on the Shabbat. So first of all, I want to start working our way here, from here. Deuteronomy 32, verses 8 and 9 or so, or verses 8, yes, verses 8 and 9. I read, when the Most High divided the nations, their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the borders of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For Yahuwah's portion is his people, Jacob, the Lord of his inheritance. Is speaking about Yahuwah in the beginning. Now, he said, Yahuwah, when he created this world, when the Most High divided the nations, their inheritance. Now, he said, when Yahuwah created this world, he divided this world by who? By Yisrael. In this particular passage, Genesis chapter 1, Yisrael wasn't in the picture. They weren't born at all. It was just only Adam, and the earth already divided, okay, in the name of Yisrael. He said because Jacob was already being chosen. Esau was already being rejected. The 12. Esau is the tribe of carnality, tribe that build in flesh. Tribe of Funke is Esau, because that is where they gave away originality for duplicate. That is where they gave away salvation for just food. Carnality, materialism, exactly what we heard from Funke mouth. Esau did that. Okay, but Yahuwah has already hated Esau while Esau was still in the loins of the parents. And Jacob has already been chosen while Jacob was still in the loins of his parents. Here, he said when he created Adam, he has already divided nations, the entire world. In the name of Israel, let's go back there again. When the Most High, Deuteronomy 32 verses 8, when the Most High divided the nations, their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the borders of the people according to the number of the children of Israel, 12 tribes, 3 at the east, 3 gate at the west, 3 at the north, 3 gate at the east. He divided it. Revelation 21 conclude the whole matter. Now verses 9. For YAHUAH'S portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. Where did the lot came about? Here they were reborn. Here they were still in heaven, but they already existed in heaven. That is what we are saying. Waiting for physical manifestation. All right. Waiting for physical manifestation. Now, while they were still angels in heaven, YAHUAH has already destined the earth to carry their names. So this is the Genesis. So let's go. Why did YAHUAH? Because he said these people are just his inheritance. He has already chosen Jacob. Why Jacob we are still in his loins? He's already been chosen. He has already been chosen. All right. You know, they studies their mothers already. Have it all the time. So let's go to Genesis. I want to show us something over there. Genesis chapter 1, verse 626. And YAHUAH said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creepy thing that creepeth upon the earth. So, why did YAHUAH? Let us quickly ask us this simple question. Why did YAHUAH created human being? Why? So, answer. YAHUAH created the human being because he wanted to extend his kingdom, the invisible kingdom. He wanted to bring about the invisible kingdom into visible. That is to say, YAHUAH put his stamp, blueprints, blueprints, okay, kingdom in heaven here on earth. So YAHUAH wanted to extend this kingdom, like I said. You know, the angels worshiping YAHUAH in a angelic big form, celestial form, celestial body, in celestial body form. And YAHUAH wanted another figure, another site, another functioning system, okay? Then he now created people to look like him and put them here on earth. Now they're going to be his ambassador, representative, steward, caretaker of YAHUAH'S kingdom here on earth. So, in totality, YAHUAH created human being for worship. And be singing this. Just for worship, for fellowship. Okay? For fellowship, for friendship. So that was why he did not make man angelic being, rather he now makes them terrestrial. He now gave us another body, another form. That is why when angel is coming into this world, they need to borrow our form, they need to borrow our look, they need to look like us. Because in this public domain, in this earthly domain, this is the functioning system over here. That is how YAHUAH designed it. But in heaven, it is a glorified body. It is another glory. It is another sight entirely. So YAHUAH wanted to make it assorted. He wanted to see a different look of his power, what his power can give unto him. He wanted different sight. He wanted different functioning system. I want heaven to be like this. And I also want the earth to have his own glory. You know, not eating, goosey every day now, or ikpogi every day. Let me also do some, assorted. So YAHUAH created man to be his representative here on earth, his image, his logo, his blueprint. And when he created these people, he's going to put the earth in their care, okay, but bringing me glory. So that was why YAHUAH did that. And we see the angel that borrowed our look, here on earth in Genesis 3, we see he fell because of materialism. That is where comes the materialism stuff tribe Funke just spoke about. We are going a very long way. So I want to do cut and short. So we see Matthew, this is the kingdom, because Abba Yahweh wanted to make the riches of his power known and to have these varieties, of fellowship, of looks, of image, of image in his kingdom. So the one in heaven, he designed it to have another figure. So here on earth, he also designed it to have another figure. Okay, so we are here for worship, fellowship, relationship, to be relating, okay, in a dynamic way with Abba Yahuwah. Okay, so that was why he created us. We were created for this very simple reason, but the devil now make it a journey of no return. So Matthew chapter 6, here is the kingdom Abba Yahweh wants us to function here on earth as his representative. Matthew chapter 6 verses 9 and 10. After this manner, therefore pray ye, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Now hold it over there. Why is this prayer? Because we see materialism has already set in. The fallen deities, okay, begin to teach people how to run after materialism instead of how to run after the very mindset of Abba Yahuwah. So we see the tragedy, we see the catastrophic that took place in Genesis 3 that brings about these pains you and I are going through today, and this disagreement, okay, and this imperfect we are going through today. But Yahushua has already paved the way to make it good all over again, to make it as if we were never a sinner, or we never sinned, or we never left Abba Yahuwah's presence. He has already paved that way for you and I. So that was why he also put this longing in our hearts that we should make our prayer in this manner. Prayer simply means communication. Prayer simply means, yes, communicating with Abba Yahuwah, telling him, okay, this is how you want it to be, or rather, this is how you just re-echoes what he said. Now, what is going on in heaven? Holiness, holiness, holiness. Righteousness, righteousness, righteousness. Agreement, agreement, agreement. No disagreeing spirit at all in heaven. And Yahushua said, you and I should carry this mindset and pray this prayer and long for this very kingdom, because this is our domain, and this is what we're going to be ruling and really all reigning all eternity. So we should search for it to be fixed, to be restored back to his former glorious body. So this is the kingdom, and the rulers. You can't, in this kingdom, you can't just see somebody and say, I'm neutral, I don't belong to no tribe. No way. You must be identified through your tribe, and not tribe of Trouser, okay? That is carnality. So, this is the kingdom. This is the kingdom. Yahushua said we should long for this very kingdom. And we see a deity brags. I think I will be reading it. A deity make it so clear, which is the materialism we are seeing today. The very one, his career representative is, expanding on it. She expand on it. She make it so big. She's talking about it, that you should locate your own tribe. The tribe that wear trouser, go and fix yourself in as your own tribe. Not the tribe, not the biblical tribes, but the tribe of materialism. Anyways, let's shift into Isaiah, Yeshayahu, best known as Isaiah chapter 14. I want to let you see where these tribes came from. These 12 tribes, BBL tribes, materialistic tribes. Let's see now. Okay, now let's do it. Isaiah 14, verses 11. Okay. Or rather, let's take from 12 quickly. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? This is the nations of Abba Yahweh. Is weakening everybody. but minus us, that has already escaped narrowly his wickedness. 13. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. We are stars. We are stars, eternal stars. But he said it's going to make you so bigger than us. Fine. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the side of the north. YAHUAH'S own is the east. And this folly deity said, theirs is the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High. Now he said, you see all his bragging, all his longing. It is complete materialism, okay? They refuse to remain under YAHUAH'S canopy. So because of materialism, I want to be worshipped like God. You know, I want this freedom. I want to sit in my throne. I also want to have my own 12 tribes, you know, circle around me, you know, telling me how awesome I am, how powerful I am, how lovely I am, how wealthy I am, and so on and so forth. And he got it. He got it. And that is what we are seeing today on the street. They are noisemaker, okay? To us, they are noisemaker. But to Jesus, they are helping him to spread his falsehood because they are his own tribes. But there is no way they can operate without the royal law. There is no way they can operate without, mimicking from what the world have or what we have already, like what she just said. Tribes. That is our own language. But there's no way they can fix their own without mirroring their own from our own, because our own is the mirror. That is what they're going to be mimicking it from. Okay, so they operate quietly, smoothly from our own, through our own. Our own gave them this idea. I will make myself like the Most High. We see the Most High have 12 tribes. He likewise have 12 tribes. And we just heard from his agent, the very great prostitute Funke, Felix Adejumo, and is prostituting herself with all these folly deities, said you should locate your tribe. So what is she saying in Russia? You see how she passed out. You see when as soon as she passed out that message, people indeed is going to be located the tribe of Trouser. Okay, this tribe, they don't like makeup. Oh, no. I better go in search of the tribe of makeup. Okay, this tribe, they can't touch their booty. Okay, BBL. Okay, me, I love BBL. They better. The person will just go and look for the tribe that use all these, all this artificial beautification. That is what BBL actually means. You toast your skin. You make up to change your face from who you are to another thing entirely. Faking beauty. I don't even want to go there. But you know what? That is what makeup actually makes. Okay. A Revelation now 12. Verses 1. And there appeared a great and wondrous sign in heaven. A woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. We are stars of heaven. And she being with child cried, travailing in pain, travailing in birth, and pains to be delivered. 3. And there appeared another great signs of wonder in heaven. And behold, a great red dragon, having 7 ears and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon her head. Okay, so I think I will be stopping here. And you see already. Okay, let me do 4. And his tail, you know what is in the tail of animal, and his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth, and the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour a child, as soon as it was born. Now listen. Remember, it said they came down here on earth to do what? The earth is where the battlefield is. Like I said in the other one I just did on the Shabbat, this very earth is the is the valley of the shadow of death, and is where the dry bones lies. Now listen, he said he drew the third part of the stars of heaven. Okay, he flew by his tail. Now check it out. What is in the tail of animal, or rather, what is before the tail of animal? We know too well the tail of animal is very close, or rather the tail of animal is also the anus of animal. Correct? The tail of animal is also the anus of animal, from where, those feces comes out from. And he said he drew these angels, stars of heaven, with his tail down to the earth and said, come on now, let's fly down to the earth. We're going to rule. We're going to put our own tribes over here. So what could that be? He used his filthiness, his uncleanness, physics, promises to flew, or rather to deceive them and makes them to rebel. He used carnality like BBL, okay, like all this makeup stuff, changing your real face to another thing we don't know, okay, masking up. He used that to deceive these very stars of heaven that became demons today. All these stars became demons because they fell. He used lies. He used deceit. He used what is not to deceive them. Like this nonsense woman just said, make sure you give momentum and get ready for rapture. What rapture? That is vain. That is a lie. There's no rapture. All right. He used his uncleanness. So this is the two signs that appear. The tribe of Abba Yahuwah, and we see the tribe of Abba Yahuwah over there, crowned with 12 stars. That is Abba Yahuwah's own tribe. And we also see the red dragon. Okay. Though it was having 7 crowns, I don't know why, and 7 heads. I don't know why it's only 7 over here. It should have also be 12. Verses 1. It said, wonders appear. A woman clothed with the sun and the mother feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. That is the 12 tribes, okay? And the woman there is Israel as well. And we see the red dragon. How many was he having? 7 crown. It was having 7 heads, 7 crowns upon it. It should have been having 12. Anyways, no problem with that one. Or are you people having 7 tribes? I don't really care. At this junction, I don't really care. So we see already. So now let's go deeper now. We have done with phase 1. So I want to proceed now into phase 2. The phase 2 has to do with another 2 signs, 2 prophecies, 2 peoples, 2 nations, 2 kingdoms. From where comes these very tribes we are talking about. So you see they are beginning already. Genesis, or rather Deuteronomy 32, verses 8 and 9. Why they were still in loins, why they were still a jelly bee, why they were still in heaven. The earth has already been named after these very 12 tribes, okay? And we also see, that was sign 1. And sign 2, we see the red dragon also took some stars from heaven. He deceived them through his uncleanness and flew them down here on earth and said, we're going to rule. And there is no kingdom without subject. And there is no king without queen. There is no kingdom without subject. And there is no kingdom again without slave. So we'll be looking into this Shabbat, okay? Now, these are the governing, these are the embodiment of this very kingdom, the governing system. Abba Yahuwah have his own, and these fallen deities also have theirs, okay? But we are tracing their own, we are unveiling their own through their materialism according to their agents. Now, let's do it. Genesis 25, we're going to be starting from 21. I would have loved to read the book of Yashiel or Yashiel, but saying that is not in public public domain, so I would like to stick with this very popular one. Everybody can access Genesis 25 because there was more detail. The book of Yashiel detailed it, but let me do here the very one you can also do your cross-check if you want to cross-check, okay? If you want to search out scripture for yourself. I don't want you to say, oh, only she have that. I don't have it. How can I verify what she's reading? Is it true? So let's stick with this very one. Genesis 25 verses 21. And Isaac entreated Yahuwah for his wife, because for his wife. All right, let's take it again. And Isaac entreated Yahuwah for his wife, because she was barren. And Yahuwah was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why my doors? And she went to inquire of Yahuwah. She want to know, why this battleground on my stomach? What is going on? 23. And Yahuwah said unto her, 2 nations. Remember, Yahuwah, when he created the earth, he divided the earth according to the numbers of the tribe of Israel. Now, another nation surface. 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Let me tell you, the fallen deities, they are the eldest and the elder brother of Adam. They fell, and they also make Adam fall. But Adam regained consciousness. Adam was retrieved back. Adam was restored back to heaven. He's still coming right back again to this very planet Earth, because he is from the royal tribe, the very first Adam. Remember, there is also second Adam. Now listen. He said over here that these very 2 people are 2 nationalities, 2 different identities. This one carry 12 tribes, and the other one likewise. And let's see their identity. There are 2 people, 2 colors, 2 identities, 2 nations, and he said they must be separated. Hell, I can't be so boy ko. I can't be so boy hey. I can't be so boy oh. I can't be so boy wagi magbo where you walk magi Jesus. Na me na beg me no giru we oko. I can't be so boy wagi magbo where you walk magi Jesus. Na me na beg me no giru we oko. I can't be so boy Come on now, let's do it together. Now here, we see, let's keep reading. I stopped at separation. They must be separated. That is why you see our message, we the people of the book, our message has already been separated from the impersonator. You see, theirs is really different if you really want to be real. Listen to the message of Christianity and come and listen to our own message, the people of the book. These are 2 different kingdom propaganda, 2 different kingdoms, 2 different messiahs, and 2 different messianic movements. 24, let's read 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over, like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Simply means red. What is red? Remember, we have red dragon. And that is the red dragon that deceived the 3rd parts of the stars of heaven and flew them down here on earth. This is their child. This is their tribe. And this is their own genealogy. Not just that we have red beast, not just that we have the red dragon, we also have red beast. Red. Of course, now you see animal, now, they are hairy everywhere. Esau was an animal. He was a beast. And red also. But he just sneaked in. That was the reason for the battle. And this is a mystery. Zygotic twins. Dizygotic twins. You can do your findings and be doing this. One woman got impregnated by 2 men and 2 seamen. 2 different papa. While she was in her ovulation, she slept with one man today. The next day she slept with another man. Twins, but with 2 different papas. That is what they called dizygotic. 2 different baby papa fertilized 2 eggs in this very person, in one woman. Dizygotic twins, because red, that simply means another color. Esau was red, while Jacob was black. That was why I said, let me stick with you. Because if Esau was red, if everybody was white, there wouldn't be a need for them to say he was white or red. But because everybody was having every other color, so that was why Esau was red. They said he was red. It doesn't make sense, isn't it? If Papa was red, white, or Mama was white, everybody around was white, what is the need and what is the use? How is it making sense for you to say everybody is red though, and this one is red? No, it doesn't make no sense. But it will make sense, perfect sense, if every other one was black and this one became red. How come? So he was being noted. This one was red. Let's take that, get 25, or rather 26. And after that, no, rather 25, I need to say. And the first came out red. Oh, red. All over like an hairy garment. He said, animal, goats, what is their garment? It is their hair all over. They don't wear no garment. Hell, that was Esau. And they called his name Esau, red. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel. And his name was called Jacob. And Jacob was 80, Isaac rather was 80 years old. 80, which is 60 years when he gave birth unto them, when she bore them. Now we see already hunter. Esau was hunter. What is he hunting for? Animal like himself. Always in the field. Materialism. So what was the characteristics of Isaac? He stayed home. We are home builder. We are tent builder. Always in the house with the papa, always in the kingdom. We never left. Now, when Jacob, rather Esau, okay, all right, yes. And Isaac loved Esau, now you Sabina, and Jacob, because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Of course, you see battle. Now, he said there was war in her womb because 2 different nation identities, nationalities are in her womb. But we did not know how this holy deity sneak in, because they said they want to make themselves like the Most High. They were targeting our ovulation. They were checking our window of conception, and they sneak in. And don't tell me how did they do it? Go and do your own findings. Go and pray. And Yahweh will be ministering unto you. Rather, the Ruach HaKodesh will be ministering unto you. There are the king make it so clear, you are of your father the devil, and the will of your father ye want to do, ye will do. So devil has children. And Genesis 6, that was what was going on. The folly deities go into the daughters of the land, impregnated them, and then bring forth children unto them called giants. Yes, exactly what they did in Genesis 6. That is what they did also with Rebekah. They sneak in and planted Esau in her womb, while Papa Isaac also planted Jacob at the same time. But they put the lies on the Papa Isaac head that is his son. Fine, we can still handle that, no problem. So now let's see. 31. And Jacob said, sell me. Okay, rather 30. Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red porridge. You want to eat red again now? Sing. For I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. Red, sin. Sinful people. Man of sin. What is sin? Sin simply means breaking the royal law. In 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 3 and 4. Man of sin. He's going to exalt himself. above anything that is called worship, and God is going to sit in the temple of Jehovah and declare me himself God. That is what we are seeing today. I will make myself like the Most High. Did he not rightly say so in Isaiah 14 verses 11 through 15? Of course he did. And yes, it did. And that's what we are going through today. First John chapter 3 verses 4 said, sin simply me breaking the royal law. 31. And Jacob said, sell me now this day the birthright, because you sneak in, you store, and the number one seat, you through food, through carnality, make up BBL. I want you to give it unto me. 32. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright, birthright do to me? He did not see the legacy. And Jacob said, swear to me this day, and he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. And Jacob gave Esau bread and porridge. Okay, and he did eat. And that was it. He go his way. You don't really know what you are talking about. Salvation is so expensive. And Jesus has already scammed you this very knowledge. That is why you are taking it very lightly. You compromise it. You don't see the seriousness. You don't really take it serious. You are not serious about it. You don't filter what you take. Anything you just take. Anything comes your way, you just grab it and you throw it into your soul as a spiritual food, because you don't know the consequences and you don't know how expensive salvation is. Okay, so he gave it away. So we see now why, because this very food, this very lineage we are talking about, it is simply legacy. When you proceed to 27 and 28, we'll see when Jacob make it official in lay hold of that birthright. Okay, because you despise it already. Because we are talking about who is going to carry the legacy, and that was what YAHUAH hates Esau, because he cannot carry the legacy. It's going to mess up the legacy. Okay, it's going to mess up the legacy. Oh, where am I now? Yeah, I read this already. Okay, it's going to mess up the legacy. So let's see. I don't want to go ahead of myself. Let's start their madness already. I don't really want to go ahead of myself. I want to take it one at a time, one step at a time. Matthew 7. I want to take from 21. Though I should have been taking from 24. Let's go from 24. Let's take from 24. After he rejected it, after Yahushua rejected. Okay, let's read this, because this is another tribe and another signs, and another tribe, another sign, and another identity, another nation. Yes, yeah, they must join with us. They must, cohabit with us. If not, their secret will be exposed. So they must attach themselves. Oh, we are going a long way. Let me not spend too much time on this. Let's read. Because we are doing the 12 tribes in a very dynamic way. Now listen. Matthew 7:21. I'm not ready 21. I'm not ready 22. 24. Now let's pick from them. Or rather, we can also do it, like I said. Not everyone that saith unto me, Adonai, Adonai, shall enter into the kingdom of Yahuwah of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father, which is in heaven. Genesis to Revelation. That is his will, okay? If you are not from the tribe of Trouser, if you are not a tribe of BBL, makeup tribe, or Dorant tribe, if you are not a tribe of materialism, if you did not come from the tribe of materialism, therefore, know ye that you ought to do with the will of YAHUAH from Genesis way down to Revelation. But if you are a materialistic tribe, you gave all this one away like Esau did, therefore no need to search scriptures at all. You don't need it. It won't do you, it won't do you no good at all. Don't even bother yourself. Just relax. Be chilled and enjoy yourself with your makeup and baby hair stuff. And wig. Brazilian hair. Now 22. Many will say to me in that day, Adonai, Adonai, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I prophesy unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that walk iniquity. 24. Therefore whosoever heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. 25. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. The image of Yahuwah will definitely do Bible things Bible way. This is the image of Yahuwah, because the days of Noah is coming. Rain is gonna beat against the entire world, okay? And flood, of course, is gonna flood everywhere. And see what it's gonna do. 26. Everyone that heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth not of them, shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. Just sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the wind blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell. And great was the fall of it. It said it's going to fall with a greater crash, and with great crash. Now, you build on flesh. Trouser, locate the tribe where you come from, Trouser. If they don't make up in your own tribe, and my own tribe will make up. And therefore, you shouldn't pimp into other people's tribes, okay, whatever. Locate your tribe. So now, the tribe she's talking about is just simply sound. Building on sound, without foundation, no spirituality, and no life. That is what I ask us. Is there life in all this tribe, trouser, makeup, odorant, wig, makeup, beret, scarf? Is there any tribe in it? Excuse me, is there any life in it? Of course not. They are lifeless. Simply lifeless. Simply lifeless. Now, Genesis 3:14, and Adejumo said the serpent is going to be eating dust, sand. He said your food will be sand. You're going to be eating dust. Now, what is Adejumo saying? What Funke just said, that is the food of serpent. Building on materialism, saying there are people of there are tribe of trouser, they are tribe of makeup, they are tribe of Weavon, they are tribe of lipstick, they are tribe of highlashes, they are tribe of BBL, they are tribe of scarf, they are tribe of beret, they are tribe of trouser, pants. That is carnality, and that is flesh. You see what she's doing now? She was just, breastfeeding serpent, because, okay, let's quickly read it. Genesis 3:40. Because she said, you should know your tribe, relocate to your tribe. Locate your tribe, found your tribe, and join with your tribe. Genesis 3:13. And Yahuwah Elohim said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou hast at cost above all cattle, and above every beast of the field, upon thy belly shalt that go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of your life. So this is their food. What Funke just said, what Funke Felix Adejumo just said, it is the very food of serpent. And this is the food again. And this very thing she just said, it is flesh and blood that can't never inherit the kingdom of Yahuwah. That is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verses 50. It said flesh and blood can't inherit the kingdom of Yahuwah. So what she's feeding people with, it is simply flesh and blood. The very one that can never enter, make it way back to heaven. The very one that has already been stopped on the way. The very one that Adejumo has already abandoned. Yeah. to walk that journey of no return. That is our message. 1 Corinthians 15, verses 15. Now, therefore, I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Yahuwah, neither doeth corruption inherit incorruption. Are you getting it? Now, this corrupted body and tribes, they can't have a glorified body because they are corrupted already. They are flesh and blood, and they ought not to inherit the kingdom of Yahuwah, peaceful kingdom. They can't, because they are corrupted people, bodies. They have no celestial body. They can never acquire celestial body. Check ours out. You see all these 12 tribes of Israel, they are celestial and terrestrial. They are celestial. They are also terrestrial. That is to say, they have these two identities. They are operating in two different domains. The domain of heaven, they will put on a jelly being, and the domain of the earth, they will also put on fleshly being. That is how angel is also operating. When angel is coming down to our planet, they will also put on our body. Angels also operate two dimensions. They have two identities. But this corrupted version, this corrupted one, they don't. They only have just one way. Trouser, carnality, flesh, beauty on flesh. You will crumble. She said you should locate your tribe. Now, what she's saying now, if a woman wants to marry, definitely she's going to be, according to our literature, this very person is going to be looking into the tribe that is not deeper life. In a nutshell, that is what she was saying. Okay. So, because in the tribe of deeper life, they don't wear trouser. They don't make up. They don't even use wig. They don't even use odorant. The odorant. Perfume. They don't. Okay. Indirectly, she is speaking against that tribe. That is the tribe of bottomless pit, because I can't imagine you don't use the deodorant and you don't use perfume, and they don't also use cream on their body. That is going to be so filthy and smelly. They always tie their head. What a nonsense. That is bottomless pit altogether tribe. Okay. So woman now, her criteria now, for a husband, she's going to be having so many things to worry about. She's going to be bothering herself for so many things. First of all, she's going to check the character, the character of the man, who he is, and the family. Not just only that, Funke add more. She needs to know the tribe she is about to join with. Now, that tribe, do they accept trouser? Or are they tribe of trouser? Are they free tribe that, that can sojourn with any other tribes? BBL, makeup, all this. So they're going to be doing more. Funke has already given them more job to do, because she said, locate your tribe. So I think we are done. Are we done with this? Okay. All right. Oh, yes, we are done with their own tribe. It's so simple. So now we want to proceed to our tribe. This is the gbidi. This message is heavy. This is the gbidi. The very heavy. This very one. This is where the message lies. Anyways, briefly, I have unraveled what their tribe contains. The 12 tribes of PJC I made known unto you already. So right now, I also briefly start laying the foundation of the royal 12 tribes. Okay, so I laid the foundation already, how it all started, how Adejumo began this very journey. So we want to do when Adejumo bring it into physical manifestation. So first of all, let us see this very tree blueprint of how Yahuwah built these very royal 12 tribes. Written their names even in the new earth. Okay, their names is not just a label, but rather prayer points. It says their names were prayer points communication, fellowship, fellowship, and longing, and longing, and longing, and longing. Okay, all right. That is their names. Their names came from a real story. Their name is a super story. He pumped out from a super story. Not from all this materialism, but from a strongly of a family. But in this confusion and chaos, because these 12 tribes that is so royal, were it born in the royal kingdom, or in the palace, or in the throne, or in the palace, let's leave it so. But rather they were born in chaos, striving, strongly, competition, fighting, and rivalry. That is where they will be born. Imperfect, on imperfect ground. But Adejumo make wonderful, beautiful thing from it. Why? Because Adejumo did not see the chaos. He saw what he made them of. In Deuteronomy 32, verses 8 and 9. Because they exist already. Like Jeremiah 1:5, he said, before I even put you in the womb, I know who you are. I have already ordained you to be a prophet. So from the womb, he became a prophet. In fact, even before he entered the womb, he's already been ordained a prophet. So are you saying there's a life after here? Jeremiah exists before in heavy. Likewise, the 12 tribes. Jeremiah also came from the 12 tribes. Of course, now, I don't need to drag this one too much. So right now, we are going to Genesis. We want to first of all take the very... what am I doing here? Okay, no. We want to first of all take from the... Genesis. Let's go to Genesis. I want to start working with the very first crown tribe on that woman's head. Genesis 29, we are taking from... You can read it all. It's full of broken stories. Somehow the story is ugly, but it's also beautiful. Carried dynamic anointing, even though it's filled with broken pieces. But Adejumo couple it back. And present to you and me this very wonderful, gorgeous earth. It belongs to them. Now, Genesis 21, you can read it all. 29, excuse me. You can read it all. So I will start working my way from 31. It's a long way doing 12 tribes mini. Now listen. 31. Genesis 29, 31. And when YAHUAH saw that Leah was hate, he opened her womb. But Rachel was barren. This is the problem. When you go for carnality, you go for all this BBL stuff, because in Genesis 29, when Papa Abraham came into the house of Laban, he ran after flesh. He ran after carnality. He was seeing a big booty. Because he said Leah was having weak eyes. But Rachel was so beautiful. He ran after, sightseeing. He did not care to watch over or to see to the heart of Rachel what was there. What is she believing? Is she going to be following me to worship my YAHUAH? He didn't care about that. He never bothered. He was just after the big breasts and the pumpy booty in the back and the flat tummy, figure 8, and the whatever. Because devil has already BBL, Rachel, okay, in the eyes of our Papa, that our Papa now begin to lust after flesh. He never looked into the very source, the very woman Adejumo chose for him. Like I said, their story is full of broken pieces. But there is a powerful glory at the end of it all. Now listen, 32. And Leah conceived. Because Adejumo said, you are rejecting the very source of life. Your glory, your crown of testimony. This is the woman I I have chosen, even beforehanded. Even before you came into existence here on earth, I have already chosen Leah to be your wife. She should have been the one, the very one, to birth all 12 tribes. But because of carnality, in that drag, that is, 4 women that gave birth to these very 12 tribes. From whence Yahushua came? Listen, 32. Funke said you should locate your tribe of Trouser. That is the carnality we are talking about. And carnality don't have part in the kingdom. Even though she still gave us 2 sons, but she were killed and never entered the promised land because of her belief. She believed in demons. She have respect for demons. She was worshiping false demons secretly. Now 32. And Leah's heart was so pure because this is the actual wife. But our papa said that her eyes was weak. And I said, no, this one is like kind of defect. She is not beautiful. I'm going for the most beautiful. BBL. Carnality. Funke said, you should go and locate your tribe. 32. Now, Genesis 29:32. And Leah conceived and bore a son. Now, see the name. And she called his name Reuben. For she said, surely Yahuwah hath looked upon my affliction. Now, therefore, my husband will love me. She was still searching for the heart of man. She was so desperate to capture the heart of man, which is flesh. And the man wasn't giving it to her. She was longing, so desperate that in her desperation, she now gave that name unto her son. Yahuwah sees me. Yahuwah sees my affliction. He sees my affliction. She didn't stop there. Okay, yeah, preset now. She says, Yahuwah see my affliction. Now, 1 John, because he knew I wasn't loved. 1 John chapter 4, Yahuwah is loved. I think I'm going to be doing more quoting because running into all the preset scriptures, somehow it's going to be delayed. Let me just do 1 John chapter 4, verses 8. It says Yahuwah is love. Yahuwah is love. And we see Jacob was not loving. Oh, no. Some days their madness will just be calm. But some days, So let's go back there. Genesis 29, verses 32. And Leah conceived. 31. And when Yahuwah saw that Rachel was 8 and opened, what am I saying? And when Yahuwah saw that Leah was 8, he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren. He closed her womb. In another words, 32. And Leah conceived and bore a son, and she called his name Reuben, for she said, surely Yahuwah hath looked upon my affliction. Now, therefore, my husband will love me. She was seeking for love. Did she ask too much? Okay. In asking for the heart of her husband to love her, was she making a mistake? But the man said, no, I'm not going to be loving you. I hate you. I just hate you. Because I worked for Rachel. I only worked for Rachel. I woke up in the morning, see me marrying to you. What is this for? I hate you. You hate, but you don't buy bank. So 1 John, verses 4, Yahuwah is love. And we see Rachel was hate. Leah was hate. 1 John chapter 8. Chapter 4. What am I saying? 1 John chapter 4, verses 8 and verses 16. Yahuwah is love. John chapter 3, verses 16. The common national items of the whole world. Yahuwah gave. For he so loved the world that he gave. He gave. On Ezekiel 15. What is it? Oh my about John 3:16. Okay, John 14. Yes. Okay, let's read. since I nearly started, it's not good to start skipping scripture. Maybe along the way, I can be doing that. All right, so he knew I was not love. He knew I wasn't love. And Yahuwah is love. 1 John chapter 4, verses 8. He that loveth not, knoweth not Yahuwah. He that loveth not, knoweth not Yahuwah, for Yahuwah is love. So you don't love Rachel, so, excuse me, Leah, which means you don't know Yahuwah. 16. But this guy know Yahuwah, but he got blinded by materialism, by BBL tribe. 16. We have known and believed that love, believed the love that Yahuwah hath loved us. Yahuwah is love. And he that dwelleth in love, dwelleth in Yahuwah, and Yahuwah in him. So you see, so the binding is love. So because Yahuwah knew I was in love. And she was seeking for love. She wanted her husband to just love her. John, okay, let's quickly also read that. But most cases, I'm not going to be reading at all. I'll just quote it. You can do your phone this because we are going a long way. 12 tribes with precept of scriptures is a lot. But since we just started, it's not also good to start jumping scriptures. All right, now, John 3:16. For Yahuwah so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. We see everlasting life. What ushers in everlasting life? Love. Love. But Jacob was not loving the very woman Abba watches for him. Carnality was still working. Okay. Let's see another one. What was the other one? John 14, verses 15, Abba said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Simple as that. Because if you really love Abba, you will be returning. So what are we saying? We see, though this name came through chaos, a woman longing for the love of her husband, okay, but Abba was walking behind the scene, that if you love me, you will keep my commandments, If love, indeed, you really love me, you're going to be remaining in my presence. You won't separate from me. Okay. But fallen deities did separate from Abba because they hate Abba and they never love Abba. Why do they hate Abba? Because of materialism. And why did Jacob also hate Leah, his own wife? Because of materialism. Carnality. She have weak eyes. She's not really that beautiful. Rachel is so pretty. Carnality, flesh, trap of BBL was still working. Now, Ezekiel 28, let's quickly run that one through. We see Abba was just ministering. Abba was teaching through these very circumstances how the folly, or rather what the folly deities did unto him, how they hated him, because they refused to keep his commandment, because they never loved him. They only stick around Abba Yahuwah through what they're going to be gaining. A prophecy from Abba Yahuwah. Now listen. And there are people like that. Ezekiel 28 verses 11. Moreover, the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Son of man, take up a lamentation upon the king of Tyros, and say unto him, Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim, thou sealest up thy son, full of wisdom, and perfect in beauty. He was speaking to the authority of the king of, what was it? Tyros. He was speaking to the authority, to the man inside of him. That is, to the person resident inside of, not the, king himself, but the power inside of him, okay? Because Tyros was never perfect in beauty. Of course not, Titanium. Thou hast been in Eden. Was Tyros in any ways in Eden? Of course not. Thou hast been in Eden, the garden of Yahuwah, where we just came from Genesis 3. Every precious stone was thy covering. Are you getting it? So you see what Abba used to deck their homes, their dwellings, their throne was built with precious stones. And we also see that in ours, Revelation 21. And okay, covering, the sides, topaz, and the diamond, and the beryl, and the onyx, and the jasper, and the sapphire, and the emerald, and the carbuncle, and the gold, and the workmanship of thy tabrets and thy paps was prepared in thee in the day that thou was created. Thou art the anointed cherubim. I gave you power that covereth, and I have set thee so. Thou wast upon the holy mountain of Yahuwah. Thou hast walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire. Thou wast perfect in thy ways from the day that thou wast created, till iniquity was found in thee. Workers of iniquity, we do this, we cast out devil. What is iniquity? Iniquity simply means life of lawlessness. You are not keeping the law. You glory in wickedness. 16. By the multitude of thy merchandise. So he said, until iniquity was found in thee. What was the iniquity found in him? Check it out. We read it already, Isaiah 14, verses 11 through 15. All these thoughts were just going on in his heart. Look at how magnificent the worship of YAHUAH is. I'm going to divide this worship unto myself. I will make myself like the Most High. That was the iniquity found in him, because that thought was going on in his heart. He said, for you said in your heart, you're going to make yourself like the Most High. Now, 16. By the multitude of thy merchandise, they have filled the midst of thee with violence. He committed that violence in Genesis 3. And thou hast sinned, you break my rules. That is the meaning of sin. Therefore, I will cast thee as profane out of the mountain of Yahuwah, and I will destroy thee, O covering cherub, from the midst of the stones of fire. Thy heart was lifted up because of thy beauty. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by the reason of thy brightness. Now, it said, flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Yahuwah. Neither do corruption inherit incorruption. You see? So now they have already been corrupted. That's why their talks, if you listen to Funke, all our talks is always carnality, materialism, no spirituality, no life at all in our teachings, in our literature. It's filled with carnality, dust, sand. She built her, her teachings on sand, and the rain is going to beat against, and the wind is going to blow against. It will fall. It's going to fall with a great crash. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by the reason of thy brightness. I will cast thee to the ground. I will lay thee before kings, that they might behold thee. Thou hast defied thy sanctuaries by the multitude of thy iniquities, by the iniquity of thy traffic. Therefore will I bring forth a fire from the midst of thee. It shall devour thee, and I will bring thee to ashes upon the earth in the sight of all men that behold thee. Okay, I will be stopping over there. So, because they hate YAHUAH, they just stick around YAHUAH because of what they're going to be benefiting. In like manner, though Jacob hate our papa, rather our mama Leah, but she was fatter, and he stick around her because of the benefit what he is benefiting from her. Rachel won't be disclosed. She's barren, no seed. But Rachel, Leah, somehow, only one time I touched her, she gave me a male child. Reuben, YAHUAH see my affliction and know that I was in love. So, that is, okay, let me see if there's still another one. And I'm not going to be doing no reading, of course not. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Love leads. Love is the crown of everything. Love. I'm still saying that today. You not keeping the royal law, that simply means you hate YAHUAH. But yet you stick around the book because of what you're gonna, the carnality you're gonna be benefiting. The materialism you're gonna be benefiting. You still stick around YAHUAH. Yet you hate him. You are not keeping said, because if you don't love me, you can't keep my commandment. What is the opposite of hate? I love hate. So 1 Corinthians chapter 30 talks about, it speaks on whether you have all these gifts, all this materialism, and no love, so you are a noisemaker. And we also see 1 Timothy chapter 6 verses 9 through 10. He said, love of money is the root of all evil. You loving materialism, talking about nonsense, Trouser tribe, instead of you to be teaching the actual tribes, you now begin to talk about, because you love makeup, you love wearing trouser, you love, I'm not against wearing trouser because the royal law never condemns that. Okay, you love using all this human hair, the one that will shave. Either people will shave it and give it to their gods, and they will spend a week in the shrine of their gods, in the throne of their gods. Afterwards, they will sew it together, and you will not buy negativity and put it on your head. Because when they are shaving the heads of Indians, go and listen to their documentary, how they are doing it. While they are shaving, they will be invoking spirit. They will be singing this song, evil spirit follows the hair, bad spirit follows the hair, bad spirit follows the hair, or evil spirit follows the hair, or negative energy follows the hair. So that when you invoke that negative spirit on the hair, and later on, you will not use your own money to buy negativity on your head. And you will not wear it and say, you are a trap of Weavon. You are a trap of wig. Keep doing that. Keep doing it, okay? So, because you love all this materialism, so the love of money is the root of all evil. That's it. The place a human being, or the place, what should I be occupying in your heart, materialism has already taken over. Funke is teaching people materialism. Now you should go and look for the tribe that wear trouser in order for you to suit in, for you to fit in there. Now let's proceed. Like I said, we are going a long way. We still have 11 to do. Let's proceed now to another one. I'm sorry. Oh, my fasting. But this one, I do water fasting. I'm drinking water. Yeah. And sipping water. My body also needs it. Becoming too skinny. Not just skinny, dry somehow. So I'm denying myself water. I think from henceforth, I'm going to be doing water fasting. Sometimes I can also do dry fasting. Yes, I love doing fasting. So let's do the second song. So we see Reuben. What is Reuben? YAHUAH'S see. God see. Okay. So now we want to do another one. And now what is going on? These people, you have come back again. Why coming back again to me? Oh, Shandarabo Sikiaba. Opens. Yeah. Oh, my father. All right, so we are going back to Genesis. Let's write back to Genesis again, Genesis 29. All our subjects is found in Genesis chapter 29, chapter 30, chapter 35. That is where the birth of the 12 tribes lines, okay? So now we are taking 33 now. Genesis 29, 33. So the first one, it says, Yahweh see my affliction, okay? It sees. That is what Reuben simply means. 33 now. And she conceived again and bore a son and said, because Yahweh had heard that I was hate, he hath therefore given me this son also. And she called his name Shemo. Okay. Simeon, meaning that Yahweh hear that I was hate. That is the meaning of it. This is our tribe. Okay. So, now, the folly deities, the very first one, we see the folly deities, they love Yahuwah, they stick around for what they're going to be benefiting. This now manifests in a name. And this now begin to play out before our eyes. You see the second one, yes, Yahweh heard that I was hate. Yahweh see and Yahweh see. Okay, first of all, where this hatred proceed from? From the folly deities. Because if you don't love, you're going to be hating. You're going to be hating. They hate Adejumo first. Before, they now also teach that until Jacob to hate the very wife Adejumo chose for him. This was stronger people. These are the 12 tribes of Israel, the royal 12 tribes that were born, okay, in the palace. But rather, through chaos. But yet, Abiyewa bring out something so wonderful. From the Magi, that is where the author of life came. We found author of life inside the basket manger. Okay. Cripple found in the beautiful gate. Yes. So let me see, how am I going to be presetting this? What was the preset? Let me see. In order to be able to put everything here, I will stop reading. So let me just quickly, I have done this. Okay, 29:33. John 14:24, Yahushua said, he that loveth me not won't keep my commandment. So to say, the fallen deity did not love Yahuwah. That is why they did not keep the commandment. And Jacob did not love Leah. That was why he is not listening to her cry, excuse me. He's not even seeing what she's doing. I'm giving you 2 sons. You still display hatred. What have I done to deserve this hatred of yours? Yes, because he don't love. He can't just, see into what you are doing. He can see it. He can see to it because you don't love. Because you are not loved. You are hated. You are hate. Yeah, he that loveth me not won't be, doing my work, Okay, all right. So I will be reading this one also. Hey, look at me. Oh. I said I won't be reading. No. Now I start reading. Okay, let's see. If the scripture is not also that much, I will be able to do the reading. Now listen, John 14:24, he that loveth me not, keepeth not my sayings. And the word which ye hear is not mine, but the Father's which sent me. Now, these holidays, like I said, they did not love Yahuwah. So that was why they reject his commandment. He said, you sinned. Sin simply means breaking the royal or breaking the commandment of Yahuwah. Okay? So, in like manner, Jacob, because he don't love Leah, he don't really see what Leah is doing. He don't keep to the cry of, I can call her cry, a commandment to love. You must love me, oh. Come and love me, oh. Jacob said, what? I don't even hear what you are saying. Your voice is so mute before me. I'm not hearing you. Sorry. I don't hear what you are saying. Now, we want to see another reason why YAHUAH'S hates. We see already, if you don't love me, you won't keep my commandment. And there is a commandment you ought to keep. Okay, let's quickly read that. No need to be talking that much. Romans chapter 9, verses 13. I read. As it is written, Jacob I have loved, but Esau I have hated. I just hate him. He said even before they come into being, Yahuwah declared hatred already. See Malachi 1, verses 2 and 3. I have loved you, saith Yahuwah, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith Yahuwah, yet I loved Jacob, and Esau, and I hated Esau, and led his mountains and his heritage west for the dragons of the wilderness. Come on now, people. Where do animal lives in the wilderness? And dragons. He said he led west the inheritance, the heritage of Esau. What Esau should have been benefiting or gaining as his legacy. He said it is wasted with the dragon. Who is the dragon? Is Allah. Dragons, animals. Because Esau came from animals' kingdom. Just as the dragon wasted his own inheritance, in like manner Esau also wasted it. Yes, because YAHUAH hates Esau. Now listen, why do YAHUAH hate Esau? Now why? Because YAHUAH has already seen who is Esau, and Esau is going to pour away the legacy of the family. And Esau run after materialism. Esau was birthed through craftiness of the dragons. Esau came from the animal's kingdom. He never belongs to the family. Esau came to steal. He wanted to steal this glory of the 12 tribes. Like I said, that Esau and Jacob were the gigantic twins. That is to say, two semen fertilize this very womb. Okay? Like today, we are in the womb of the earth. The womb of the earth incubates you and me. But we are in one womb. But we are not the same, nationality or nations or carry the same identity. We are not the same color. Esau is red and black. Esau came from another kingdom. Likewise do I. The trap of materialism is so vast. I can connect the entire world onto this very trap of Trouser, BBL. But the royal tribe, the world received them not, they know them not, and they never see them. But you see this trap of materialism, the entire world accept it, they receive it, they seize it, and they know it. The spirit of truth. The world can't receive because they did not see him, neither do they know him. Okay? So we see, he said, I just hate Esau because Esau came from another source, mystery. I don't want him. I hated him. And I may want to make it so clear. Proverbs chapter 6, verses 16 through 19, I hate. These are the things I hate. Oh my Abba, this advert is taking me time. Honestly. Let me change my paperwork before they finish displaying their madness. All right, now. Proverbs chapter 6. Proverbs. Oh my Abba. Chapter 6. We take from 16. Let's see. Remember, Abba Yahweh hates Esau. He said, Esau, I just hate you. These 6 things doeth Yahuwah hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. See number 1, pride look. And he said, because of your beauty, you not pump up. What was the first sin found among these deity? Pride. They were full of themselves. And say, I acquired this already. This is mine forever. Therefore, I'm going to overthrow. Pride look. Lying tongue, they begin to lie. They are still lying today. Hands that shed innocent blood. Yes. They killed the first man and the first man through lies. And they also killed Abel. And heart that devised wicked imaginations. We see that already, I beg you. You said in your heart, Isaiah 14, verses 11 through 15. You said in your heart, you're going to be doing this wickedness. You want to overthrow Yahuwah? You want to make your own throne bigger than that of Abba Yahuwah? You running the race with Yahuwah? It is so wicked. Yahuwah hates such a thing. And exactly what you are still doing today. And Funke said people should be relocated, tribe of Trouser. Go and locate your tribe. Makeup, scarf, beret, and all this nonsense. Materialism. She is not teaching people how to locate the royal tribe, where you come from. I will be teaching that on the Shabbat. You belong to a tribe. Funke is not teaching that. Rather, she is teaching the tribe of materialism. You should go and locate your own tribe. Should I play there again before we return back here? Oh, Chandela Bo Seke, now I'm so hungry again. Yabe asu amwe bogwe bana Funke no finya wo. Funke o thunder fire you. The money Funke o thunder fire you in Yahweh's mighty name for teaching this blasphemous teaching. Blasphemous. No gungbu no finya wo Yahweh's mighty name.
All of us can never worship in one church.
Yeah, nonsense.
For administrative purposes.
Another gospel.
That is one of the reasons the cross has 4 entrances.
You hear blasphemous
North,
talk?
south, east, west. Come without scarf. Come with scarf. Come without jewelry and makeup. Come with jeans.
See
Just
nonsense.
come to the cross.
See comedy. Actually a comedy. Jesus Christ's cross has 4 entrances. Ours just 1. We will be doing that.
So, if
List
in
of the
your
week.
tribe they don't wear jeans, and in my tribe we wear, it is none of your business.
A trap of trouser.
Just make sure you gain momentum, and just make sure you make the rapture.
Story from Brazil.
I may wear lipstick,
Rapture.
I may make up, I may not cover my hair, but my spiritual brain is correct.
It's correct, of course. You know what you are doing. You are for father the devil.
Locate your tribe.
All right now.
And stay there.
Okay.
Your tribe.
Locate
And
your
stay
tribe.
there. And stop peeping
Okay.
to another tribe.
Okay. So if you are not using trouser, please let the trap of trouser be. Don't stress them. Deeper life, did you get that? If you are not using makeup, please let the trap of makeup be. Let them pet themselves. No, that is trap of Jezebel. You cannot dispute the fact of Jezebel now. You can't disqualify the trap of Jezebel, okay? Jezebel is still makeup. They still makeup. They are still makeuping today. How dare you? You want to do away with the trap of Jezebel? Now we see already pride, look, lying tongue, they shed blood. Okay, let's see another one. The heart that devises wickedness. Now let's see feet that being swift in running to mischief. Mischief. Exactly what they also did in Genesis 3. They flew off. They took off from heaven. They rushed into the earth and begin to do nonsense here. Yet YAHUAH hate all this. 19. A false witness. Like what she's saying now. For entrance to the cross, that you are very false witness. YAHUAH hate. That speaketh lies. That is lies, okay? And he that soweth, this is the 7th one. That means abomination. And he that soweth discord among brethren. You see what Jesus Christ is doing? He's sowing a seed of, a discord among brethren. He don't want, believers to come together and worship harmoniously. Chaos, Babylon, confusion. Like what we just heard she said. She said, in Christendom, they can never minister one administration for administration purpose or whatever. I don't know how she say it. But what she said, okay, let's play there. She said they can never minister one whatever. Okay, no need to be misquoting her. Let's just play it.
All of us can never worship in one church for administrative purposes.
Okay, all right. Okay, so what I'm getting from here now, in a nutshell, she meant that the tribe that hates trouser, hate makeup, you can't worship with the tribe of trouser and makeup. You can't. She said for administration purpose or administrative purpose, they can't. So you that is not where you that is against it, I beg, remain in your own stand of tribe and do what you been told to do. So all this nonsense they are saying, it is simply sowing a seed of discord among the 12 tribes, the real 12 tribes of Israel. So YAHUAH said that hits. Let's proceed to the third tribe now. Okay, third tribe. Okay, Revelation 1:10. Revelation 1:10 said I was in the spirit. I won't read there. Revelation 1:10 said I was in the spirit. Our Papa Jacob should have been in spirit in order for him to dictate who YAHUAH has already chosen for him to give birth to these 12 tribes. But he was in the flesh. He wasn't in the spirit. He now began to run after carnality. Okay, like Funke also teaching people to be running after carnality. That is simply saying, sowing the seed of discord among the brethren. Like Ruth chapter 3, we see Boaz was in the spirit. That was why Boaz were able to detect. He looks so deeply into the heart of Ruth. He knew Ruth were she were longing for love. She were longing for covering. She were longing for a husband. She want to belong. She want to be under husband. She want to carry a man's name. And she want man to love her. Okay? So, Boaz, we are able to look into the heart, empty heart of Ruth, and know what was her cry. And he cleansed the tears of singleness of our eyes. But our Papa Jacob, did he do that? For a woman that gave you 2 sons. You still make saying, ha, ha, ha. So what is the meaning of Simeon? Simply mean, Yahuwah here I was hate. And that hatred started from heaven. Because this fallen deity fallen deities hate Abba Yahuwah, and that was why they refused to keep his commandments. It is what transpired. This is family problem. This is family pains and family chaos and family, disagreements. Okay, but Abba Yahuwah put it in a name. This wasn't coincident. I must also say, yeah, this wasn't coincident at all. It wasn't coincident at all, because it was what took place in heaven, okay, that is also playing out over here. Right now, let's proceed now to the third tribe. The first tribe, Yahuwah see my affliction, is the meaning. The second tribe, Yahuwah here I was hate. And the third tribe, let's see what is going on over there also. What could that be? This is our own tribe, real people. People that walked on earth, that water and blood, flowed through the vein. But this one is talking about lifeless tribe. What spirit do Weavon carries? Wig carries, makeup, lipstick. What spirit over the BBL? That is nonsense. No, now let's do 34. Genesis 29:34. And she conceived again, and bore a son, and said, now this time my husband be joined unto me, because I have bore him 3 sons. Therefore was his name called Lewi. She was so full of herself and saying, Rachel's womb is closed. Be alone, confirmed to be the real woman. A woman that is so fertile. By this one, I gain him already. He's going to join with me. One man, one wife. Rachel was still saying, Leah was still saying, in the beginning, Abba, you want to make it so clear. Genesis 2:24-25. Abba said, a man shall leave his father and his mother, father and mother, and join with his wife. Now, Leah is saying over here, now this is the confirmation that I am his true wife. He's going to leave Rachel alone. He's going to be divorcing Rachel. And he's going to join with me. He wanted, you see her longing, and you see her desperation, that every pains now became a window of names. Every frustration of her now became a name. It was a window of names. Now, my husband is going to be joining with me. All right, now, let's see. Where is the other scriptures? Of course, I'm not going to be reading this one. Exodus, Abayewa turned it for his. Abayewa said, no, he can't join with you. Let we simply mean join, to be joined, or to be attached to, or to be joined. Abayewa divert this. Abayewa make it clear unto him, that Lewi is my priest. He can't join, he can't join with you, but with me. Go and read it. Leviticus 28, Exodus chapter 28. That is where the priestly, that is where the priestlyhood, that is their service, okay? That is where you will find their service. Abayewa said, leave, Levi, they have to join with Yahuwah. No husband to join with you. Levi will join with me. But though she gave the name, this time my husband is going to join with me. Her husband should have been joining with her. But because her husband doesn't love her, hate her, therefore he refused to join with her. That it now goes to a point that if Leah have to want to have sexual intercourse with her husband because Jacob don't call her, she first of all have to go and bribe Rachel and say, take this very, very thing. I used to bribe you. Tell your husband to sleep with me. And meanwhile, she is the actual wife. This is how bad it was. It was so tough. So, to be joined. Husband should have been joined, but he still refused. Seeing that here is where the glory lies. But the master, we are not seeing it. All these holy deities, they know they should have been joining with Yahuwah. Still, they're still separated. They're not seeing it because carnality has already blinded their eyes. They now begin to go into the daughters of men having sexual intercourse with women. The very character you are still seeing today in your vision. All right, so I don't want to dwell too much. Now, when you read Joshua chapter 1, verses 7 and 8, read it. It said, don't turn to the right, don't turn to the left. Join with Yahuwah. Remain in his presence, okay? John 14 says, Yahushua make it so clear, where I am, there you will be also. Join with him. And 21 through 23, Yahushua also make it so clear that I am my Father. If you love us, you keep our commandment. I and my Father, we're going to make our home in you. Join together. We'll be one. Join together. Okay? So, let's proceed now to the fourth child. The fourth child is going to make it so clear now unto Leah that Jacob is not playing no games. He don't have your time. Come on now. Just leave him alone. And stop bothering yourself. Okay, so I want to read the fourth child now, which is the very last one here in this chapter, Genesis 29. Okay, let's read. And she conceived again and bore a son. And she said, now I will praise Yahuwah. Therefore, she called his name Yahudah and left bearing. So another thing shift. She gave up. She said, I beg, no need. Let me focus on my Yahuwah. Let me just give all the praises to Yahuwah that confirmed this glory, though this man is not seeing it, but yet I am a blessed woman. I bore you 4 sons. What no other woman, what the one you love, we are unable to do for you, I give it unto you. She stopped bearing. She will pick it up again. It will come back again. It will come back again. So let's present this one. This time I'm going to praise Yahuwah. So this is where the royal king came from. Yahudah. And this is the only tribe that carried the name of Yahuwah. Yahuwah, YAHUAH'S, I am whose I am. This is the only tribe, the kingly tribe. I don't think I'm also going to be reading this for the sake of time. I'm just letting you to see that our own tribe is so real. I take you through the very beginning, from the very onset, from heaven, rather. I take us through that journey, that preceded that journey to this very moment. It wasn't all beautiful. It wasn't all perfect. It is full of broken story and ugly stories. Okay, but from this ugliness and brokenness, Abayawa step in and bring out a very wonderful thing, glory from it that is leading unto eternity. That to that extent, the earth is called after these very 12 tribes. We are not dealing with materialism. And these are the real tribes you need to join with. Everything that Leah went through, it is not new unto you. It is not strange unto you. It is a thing you are familiar with. If it doesn't happen to you, but you know a friend, here it happens too. If it doesn't happen to you, but you know a family, it happened too. So you can relate. So this is a family that was so broken, full of chaos. And Abayawa bring us something so wonderful that later today called 12 tribes. So let me just I've done this. Now Genesis, about Judas. Where is Judas? 34. Okay, 35, yeah. Genesis 49, verses 10. It said the scepter can't depart from Judas. The scepter, because from him, the royal king came. Hebrews 7:14, we see Apostle Paul rephrase it over there and say, evidently Yahushua came from the tribe of Yehudah. Revelation, Zechariah, or rather, where am I now? Okay, Revelation 5:5, the tribe of Yehudah. Zechariah 12:7 through 8, Yehudah will be saved first because it's the royal tribe. It meant not to be touched because it's the tribe that praise Yahuwah. Revelation 3:7 through 11. We also see Philadelphia simply mean brotherly love. Okay, they will not face Sharia law. They will not definitely face Sharia law. Among 7 churches, or rather, I hate using that language. I'm sorry about your among 7 congregations, only this one congregation or assembly made it back. That is, they won't be touched by Sharia law, the Third World War, the very great tribulation. All right, so that is where Yahushua descended. From a woman crying, longing to be loved, longing for the heart of husband, longing for the attention of husband, longing for the communication of husband, longing for the friendship and fellowship of husband, longing for the time of husband. But this husband refused to give it unto her because of materialism, carnality, flesh, building on flesh. He suffered this very woman. Like what the fallen deities also did to Adejumo because of materialism, carnality, they suffered Adejumo, making his eyes, holy eyes, to be seeing nonsense today. His holy eyes meant not to see all this iniquity going on today on planet Earth, but because of these fallen deities, carnality, materialism, lusting after materialism, yes, they make Adejumo suffer to be seeing all these things. But in all this chaos, we will praise Yahuwah. Despite all this rejection, we will still praise Yahuwah. That is the meaning of the royal tribe. The earth is so filthy, filled with demons, filled with wickedness, but we are still praising Yahuwah. We still decide to praise Yahuwah. We still choose the ways of Yahuwah. That's what it means. That is the 4th tribes. These are real stories, super story of how the entire tribes were born. So let's do another one, the 5th tribe. Now Genesis 30 now, verses 6. I want to see what that is. So proceed now to the 5th tribes. I read verses 6. And Rachel said, Yahuwah hath, what am I saying? Trust me, and had also heard my voice, and had given me. All right, now, okay, 5. Let's take from 5. Rather 4. And she gave him Belial. So Belial. Rachel gave her servant girl, house girl, okay, to her husband because she's doing competition. She's running his race. She concluded already that child is not coming from me. Okay, let's take 2. And okay, let's take 1. And when Rachel saw that she bore Jacob no children, she envied her sister and said unto Jacob, give me children or else I die. And she really died. 2. And Jacob's anger was kindled against Rachel, and he said, I am in God's stand. I am in God's stand, who hath withhold from thee the fruit of the womb. So everybody is aware that Yahuwah closed her womb. Yahuwah just closed her womb. 3. And she said, behold, my maid Belial, go in unto her, and she shall bear upon my knees, that I may also have children. Okay. And he did 6 now. And Rachel said, Rachel said, Gad hath judged me, and hath also, God has judged me, and also heard my voice, and hath given me a son. Therefore called his name Dan. Judge, Dan simply means to judge. God has judged me. So that what she said, God has judged in my favor. Okay. What are we doing here? We are looking into the real stories, super stories of the 12 tribes and their meanings. Okay. So every pains of these women now became a window of names. It now became that is where their name, that is their afflictions became a name. And this is what formed the 12 tribes. So I don't think then judge, judge, to be judged. Then simply means, where is the scriptures now? You can also read Genesis 49, verses 16 through 17. Dan is going to be a judge. And from this very tribe, there comes Samson. Okay, Samson. Judges chapter 13 through 16. Samson. And what was the other one? Yahushua is the judge of all men. That is what we are saying. The characteristics of Abba Yahuwah, what the kingdom is going to look like, is already in the name put it upon these people. Judge. Yahushua is the judge. John 5:22, 1 Timothy 4:1, Acts of Apostles chapter 10 verses 42, 2 Corinthians 5:10, Matthew 25 verses 31 through 46 is coming to judge. So the seat or the character of Yahuwah, Yahushua, is already playing out already in these people, in the 12 tribes. He's the judge. And we see how Samson judge. Okay, so let's proceed. Let's not waste too much time because we are proceeding almost 3 hours now. It's going to 3 hours. So I want to look into the other son. Genesis now 30, verses 8. Let's rush and see the 6th son now. I went on the 6th one. And Rachel said, God, okay, I read that. I said I judged that already. I read that already. Oh my Abba. I'm emotionally attached to what I'm doing, and I love what I'm doing. Okay, it's in me. So, Genesis 30 verses 8, and Rachel said, with great wrestlings I have wrestled with my sister, and I have prevailed. And she called his name Naphtali. You see nonsense. Naphtali simply means to wrestle. You see nonsense. You know, carnality people, fleshly people, people that build on flesh, we keep exposing themselves like Jesus Christ. He said they want to rapture people. No, he's disgracing himself because he's a liar. He built on lies, deceit. He can't rapture nobody. Absolutely. That is carnality, okay? Let me sip my water. That is carnality. Jesus is not flying nobody nowhere. It's a lie. Okay? You see you have not yet, carry any seed in your womb. Your womb have not yet experienced anything of that. Someone else, he's doing that. And you said you wrestle, you prevailed. How did you prevail against a woman that have 4 whole children? Are you mad? Carnality. You see carnality. Don't let carnality happen to you. He will make big fool of you. He will even, carnality in fact, it's going to make you to lose the sense of reality. Okay? Wrestle. Those, this one also means something too in our royal law. Who wrestle? We see, I will call out the scriptures. Yeah, I'm not going to be reading. Who wrestle with angels, or rather angel? It is their papa, Jacob. While he was going on the journey of these 12 tribes, or rather, when he was returning back after he put together these 12 tribes, okay, returning back to the land of Canaan, for the fear of Esau, angel appeared, and that angel is Yahushua. He wrestled with him. So we see, that was what Adejumo said, his kingdom suffered violence, And violent people take it by force, whatever you need. So, violence is to wrestle about Yahuwah. You must bless me. You must bless me. Until you do, it goes nowhere. So what are we saying? Every characters in the kingdom is in the name. It said, you that call upon Yahuwah, give yourself no rest and give Yahuwah no rest. It's to wrestle. That is wrestling. Naphtali simply means to wrestle and to prevail. And when you read, let me quote it. I'm not going to be reading. Genesis 32, verses 24 through 32. Yahushua said, you wrestle against man and against angel, you prevailed. And we see the sister child, Rachel said, I wrestle against my own sister and prevailed. And we also need to wrestle, whatever we need, Abiyahuah is going to be giving it. You don't give up. It's to wrestle. Keep on believing. Like Rachel. Though it's ugly, just keep on, don't give up. I'm not saying you should fake it before you make it. Because Rachel is faking it over here. Like Jesus is also faking it. And Jesus can never make it. Awano. Okay. So where is the other scriptures to preset it? Where is it now? Genesis 30, verses 8. We read that already. Genesis 32. Joseph wrestled angel and he prevailed. Okay. What was the other one? Genesis 1. What am I saying? He wrestled. Oh my Abba. Naphtali. Okay, Naphtali. And we see, okay, Genesis 1, verses 1 through 5. Isaiah 9, verses 1 through 2. Matthew 4, verses 13 through 16. And why did I include this? If Naphtali simply means to rescue, to wrestle, to wrestle. Okay, until you make it, you don't give up. Now, in the same land of this Naphtali, in the same land of this wrestle, Yahushua manifests himself first time. In the land of Naphtali, in the land of Zebulun and Naphtali, okay, the people that were in darkness saw light. The people that were sitting in the regions of death, life has come into them. Okay. I don't know if I quote it right, but exactly, light has shone on them. Okay. We see Genesis 1, the earth were filled with darkness. Who were the darkness that filled the earth? These fallen deities, materialism people. Trouser and BBL tribes people. They were the one who occupied the land, and there is no light in them. So therefore, before Abiyahuah could do a job, he said, let there be light. Not that he light on them, but this earth must be inherited by the 12 original tribes. So that was why he put a light. And now begin to do a work. Okay. And in that very land, okay, I will be reading it. Let's read it. Matthew 4. Oh, my Father. You see, this very avid also making me somehow to be lazy in reading. They'll just, grab it one time. It's like they are dragging it with me. Oh, wow. Matthew chapter 4. Let's check it out. Verses 13. And leaving Nazareth, he came and dwelt in Capernaum, which is upon the sea coast in the borders of Zebulun and Naphtali. 14. That is, okay, 14, that it might be fulfilled. That it might be fulfilled what was spoken by Isaiah, the prophet, saying, that is this script, he quoted from Isaiah 9, verses 1 and 2. Prophet Isaiah, okay. The land of Zebulun and in the land of Naphtali, by the way of the sea, beyond Judah, Galilee of the Gentiles, the people which sat in darkness saw great light. And to them which sat in the region of the shadow of death, light is spring up. Okay, it's good. You see? So, Very first time, the author of life shine forth his light is here. So the author of life revealed himself in the case of Naphtali. Okay. In this region, in this land, in this community. He first of all made himself light over there. Yes, he shine forth his light over there. So let's proceed. Let's go back now to Genesis, to the other tribe. Genesis chapter 30. Is it 13? I want to be sure so that I don't mix any tribe. Okay, how many so far have I done? I want to count. One tribe. 2. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Yehuda, 4. I've done Yehuda. Okay, 5, 6, or 7. Anyway, let me just keep doing. I don't tire. Yes, Yehuda. Okay, it's like a, okay. What am I making now? Okay, I've done this already now. 8. I've also done this. Okay, now, which one do I need to do? 11. 11. Okay, who is 11? How my father? There's a lot. Genesis 30, verses 11. Okay, Gad. I've done Naphtali, the Gad, yeah. Okay, Genesis 30, 11. And Leah said, a troop. Okay, Leah also gave Zappar. Okay, Leah, when she now saw that her sister gave her seventh girl unto her husband, Leah also did likewise. Okay, she also did likewise. So we are on the 7th now. Okay, so we still have 5 to go. 7. And Zappar, Leah's maid, brought Jacob a son, and Leah said, a troop cometh, and she called his name Gad. So Gad simply means troop. Okay, troop from Gad. And troop also means army. All right, professionals army. Where is the scripture to preset? Oh, my father. First, okay, I think I will be reading this one. This is very true. Let me show you what came out from here. Everything, you know, Yahushua is coming with armies of heaven, with troop of heaven to battle. So everything Yahushua is or gonna do is in the tribes, already in the tribe. Okay. Now I want to read First Chronicles chapter 12, verses 8. And of the Gadites, they separated themselves unto David into the hold of the wilderness, men of might and men of war, fit for battle, that could handle shade and buckler, whose faces were like the faces of lions, and were as swift as they rose upon the mountains. Okay, now it said their faces like lion. Yahushua is the lion of the tribe of Yehuda. Revelation 5 again. You know what lion does? They tear their enemy to pieces. He said these are professionals. So whatever Yahushua is, he put it in all his tribes. He put it there. Let me just quote his Revelation. Revelation 5:5. We see Yahushua is the lion of the tribe of Yehuda, the very root of David. And we also see Revelation 12:5. He said Yahushua is going to rule the world with iron scepter, with the rod of iron. Okay, with the rod of iron. He's going to rule the entire world with rod of iron. So what could that be? With unbreakable power, because he's a lion. To us, Yahushua is a lamb, but to the world, this lion is going to tear all of them into pieces. All this carnality, all this demon, all these BBL tribes, including Funke, will be torn into pieces. It's going to tear all of them into pieces with unbreakable power. Iron rod. He says it's going to rule the nations with iron rod. Unbreakable power. Okay, that is lion. Said because Geld, which is what was the meaning of Geld? Troop, okay. War, battle, armies, warriors. So Yahushua with Revelation 19 is coming with armies, with a troop, with the warriors of heavy, to tear all this carnality into pieces and send out all of them into fire. So let's proceed to the 8th tribe. You see ours. These are real event. The very one you can relate to. The very one that have a huge part in us. The very one that is still playing today in our communities, in our environment, in the entire world. What is the meaning of a trouser? Locate your tribe. Anyways, let's do, time is going. Let's do another one. Genesis 30 now, verses 13. Verses 13. Genesis chapter 30. Where are you? I need you. Come over here. I really need you. All right, now Genesis 30 verses 13. And Leah said, okay, Zipper, okay, let's take 12. And Zipper, or whatever, Leah's maid bore Jacob a second son. And Leah said, happy I am. Happy am I, for the daughters will call me blessed. And she called his name Aisha. Aisha simply means blessed or happy, to be joyful. Blessed or happy, to be joyful. I'm not also going to be ready here. That is the meaning of Aisha, the 8th tribe of Israel. Where is the scriptures? Just want to call it out. Okay, I think I'll be ready. Genesis 49. I know they will throw out it. My Abba, it's already 47 minutes. I want to end at least 10-15 minutes after 3 hours. Genesis 49. Remember, okay, let's first of all read it. Oh, what was the verse? Let me check it again. Genesis 49. Okay, 20. Now look, let me quickly quote this. Luke chapter 1 verses 42 through 48. Mariam, or rather Elizabeth, said she is blessed because she's prophesying the child in her womb, John, the forerunners of King Yahushua HaMashiach. The very child in her womb is prophesying unto Mariam from her womb. That is to say, joy being anointed from the womb, she said she is blessed. And she also said, what, for Mariam to come unto her house, she said she is blessed. Aisha. And we also see Mariam also said, henceforth, the entire generation is going to call me blessed. Why is she blessed? Because Messiah is planting her womb. And every woman is going to be calling me blessing for carrying the seed of Adejumo. Of course, now, she's blessed among all women. And Leah used that language. Why? Because from her loins, the Messiah tribe was given. The priestly office, the kingly office came from her. Yehuda and Lewi. From now onward, I shall simply be blessed. So happy because in His presence is fullness of joy. I'm bringing down the presence of the Most High. He said the daughters, everybody is going to be calling me blessed. Likewise, Mariam. All generations, all will call me blessed among all women. You see how the two is connected together. This is our own tribe. So Aisha simply means to be happy or blessed. It's the same. When you are blessed, you will be happy, isn't it? In this presence is fullness of joy. So I quote this already. Where is it? Where is it? Luke chapter where? Okay. 142 through 48. And again, okay, I will be reading this. So okay, let's first of all do the declaration or the blessing of Papa Papa Isaac. What am I saying? For Jacob, for the 12 tribes. You know, he said he was saying the word of prayer upon the 12 tribes. Okay. So I decide to use some, and I also decide not to use some. Okay. I think I started using some from YAHUAH'S, because the first three, nothing good to talk about. Is prayer for them. No, so I don't want to usher that one in. I don't want to bring that one in at all. So I pick it from the very good one. Now see the prophecy of Aisha. Out of Aisha, Genesis 49:20. Out of Aisha, his bread shall be fat, and he shall yield royal diadems. Are you getting it? From Aisha, the royal. Anyways, let's quickly, I don't want to exaggerate too much, like I said. Let's quickly do now. I quote that of Mary already. I'm not going to be reading it. All generations shall call me blessed. I quickly want to read this Anna, prophetess Anna, from the trap of Aisha. Okay, from the trap of Aisha, who was so happy with Yahuwah, and also prophesied about the coming king. Luke chapter 22, verses 36. And there was one Anna, a prophetess, the daughter of Phanuel, of the tribe of Aisha. She was of a great age, and had lived with an husband 7 years from her virginity. And she was a widow of about 4 years, that is 84 years, okay, which departed not from the temple, but served Yahuwah with fastings and prayers night and day. And she coming in that instant gave thanks likewise unto Yahuwah, and spake of him to all them that looked forward to redemption in Jerusalem. All right now. So she was from the tribe of Aisha. A tribe that is blessed. And we see Aisha carried the royal message as well. So what are we saying? That is everything Yahushua is in the tribes. It's in all his tribes. That is what we are saying. All right. That is what we are saying. So does this sound like the tribe of Funke, Trouser? Do you see the authenticity of these very royal 12 tribes? And you see the carnality of the Funke tribes, Trouser and all this nonsense? Is she teaching about the royal tribe? Is she telling you to locate your own tribe? Is she teaching you? We'll still play this video in Shabbat. And you must know your own tribe in order for you to relocate there. Locate your tribe is the nature of this segment. Okay. So let's proceed now to the 8th tribe. 8th patriarch or whatever. Okay, I read this already. Genesis 39 verses 18. Aisha, we have done with this of Aisha. So let's proceed now. Genesis 30 verses 18 or so. So the gap here, because Leah want to pick it up again from verses 14 to 17. Leah was not bribing Rachel to give her a chance so that she will also go and sleep with her own husband. You see how ugly It is. Genesis 30 verses 18. And Leah said, Yahuwah has given me my hire because I have given my maiden to my husband, and she called his name Ishaka. Okay, I don't think, no, she's not the one. He said, okay, Ishaka, okay, what is the meaning of Ishaka? And she said, because Yahuwah has given, because, oh, my Abba, and because Yahuwah has given, okay, reward. Ishaka means reward, okay, to reward, okay, to reward you for your wages, to pay you for your labor. It simply means reward, whatever you labor for. Arrive so boy yegbe, arrive so boy yegbe, arrive so boy yegbe, oh, arrive so boy yegbe, wagi magbo where you walk pari Jesu, na me na ribegi mi no giro we oko, arrive so boy yegbe, wagi magbo where you walk pari Jesu, na me na ribegi mi no giro we oko. I can't so boy, reward. Yahushua said, I'm coming with my reward to give to you all according to your deeds. So, Isiaka simply means reward. Whatever you sow, exactly what you will reap. Funke thought she's making a comedy or she's a comedian, you will be rewarded. Isiaka simply means reward. Yahushua is going to be rewarded the good and the bad as well. So let's call out the scriptures. Reward. Where is it now? Genesis 15:1. Abiyawa said unto Papa Abraham, I am your exceedingly great reward. Not just reward, exceedingly great reward. Because you follow my instruction. Of course, he got a reward. That in where we call paradise is named after Papa Abraham. He said the bosom of Abraham. That is paradise. The very one, the secular world, science called Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system, is named after Papa Abraham, bosom of Abraham. Exceedingly great reward indeed. All right. Okay. First Chronicle chapter 12, verses 23. And we see this Isiaka did not come from a prophet lineage, or rather, priest lineage or prophet lineage or priest lineage or tribe. Okay. But Abiyawa rewarded this tribe also with the gift of a prophecy, wisdom. They now begin to act like prophet, okay? So, I don't want to read. I'm running out of time. Okay, Hebrews chapter 12. What am I saying? Okay. First Chronicles chapter 12, verses 23. Hebrews 11:6 is going to reward, okay? Revelation 22, verses 12. Yahushua is coming with his reward to give to everybody according to what your work is. Workers of iniquity will be rewarded. I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. That is their reward. Like this noise maker. You are not teaching people. There is a chaos, loss of identity. Because everybody is in the grave now, in the open grave. Ezekiel 37. No name written in the dry bones. Okay, but through prophecies, everybody will be relocating their tribe because bone come back to his own bones. Okay, everybody will be able to trace back their own tribe. She is not teaching that through prophecy. Rather, she is talking about trouser, makeup, scarf, jewelry, and all this nonsense, materialism. And this is the tribe of Jesus. Is it not what we are saying? Is that not the title? PJC, Funke, Felix, Adejumo, 12 tribes, Weavon, Listick, makeup, trouser, wig, etc. Versus YAHUAH'S 12 royal tribes. You see what it is? This is ours. Okay, so Isiaka. means to reward. Where is the scripture? I quoted that already. Let's proceed now to the... Okay, I read this. Okay. Yeah, 30, 20. Okay, Genesis chapter 30, verses 20 now. I think this should be the nine tribe, the number 9. And Leah said, Yahuwah had endured me with a good dowry. So now will my husband dwell with me, because I have borne him 6 sons. And she called his name Zebulun. Zebulun means to dwell with. Now, will my husband, she's still logging, will dwell with me. This one is not giving up. No, she's still logging. She's still crying. Okay, yeah, sister. So this woman is still crying, trying to reach out to the heart of this very man. He's still begging. She's still begging. She's still begging. Abby once said, it's not my wish for anyone to perish, but he exercised patience for you all to come to the knowledge of salvation. Okay, come to the knowledge of salvation. This one is still longing to dwell with the husband, to dwell with you. Anyways, let's call out the title. No, excuse me. What am I saying? What pattern man? I hope I'm not mixing. I read this one already. Yes, reward. Honor. No, you see, I can miss honor. Let me do my found this. Actually, I'm not getting this because Zebulun simply means to be honored. To be honored. That was why I was so surprised. To be honored. It simply means honor. So, I don't know. I don't really know. Anyways, yeah, it's Zebulun simply means to be honored. Okay. And foundational scriptures for this. Now, is Yahushua not coming to honor us? Of course, now. Of course, he's coming to honor us. Psalm 91, verses 15. He said, because you know my name, I will honor you. Do you see? Let me give you the clear picture of how this honor works. We see the book of Adasa, whom you call Esther. Mordecai. And the Haman, the Hagagite. You see? Scripture just jump in. I want to confirm it if it is chapter 5. The book of Adasa, chapter 5, whereby the king said unto Haman and said, I want to honor somebody. So Haman thought to himself that he was the one, he was that somebody. Little did he know that somebody was his enemy, the worst enemy he don't want to see laugh. Because he don't want to see Mordecai laugh. Okay. So that is the clear picture. That they that hated you like that the most, we are the one to announce your honor. How the king, which is Yahushua, has honored you. Haman, okay, I want to be sure if it is 5 or 6. Let me see. And there's a pause. Okay, no, it should be 6. It's good I come here. It should be 6 because the king delights to honor somebody. And Haman said, how could that be? Other than myself, I'm the one. So you know, give. Okay, 3 now. And the king said, what honor and delight had been done to Mordecai that rescued my life? You have done a great job for me. You make me father. You know, the one I love couldn't give me not even one son. But you, 6. What? 6 boys? You have done it so well. Now you take away that shame from me. Now, for Haman just came here and said that, King, you want to honor somebody? And I said, okay, let's take 6. So Haman came in, and the king said unto him, what shall be done unto the man whom the king delights to honor? Now Haman thought in his heart, to whom we want the king delight to do honor more than myself. See what he requested for. He thought he was for him. He thought he's gonna this honor is for him. He requested for a massive, in fact, glory. And Emma answered the king, for the man whom the king delights to honor, let the royal apparel be brought upon the king used to him. Oh, what am I saying? Let the royal apparel be brought, which the king useth to wear, and the horse that the king rideth upon, and the crown royal which is set upon his head, and let this apparel and horse be delivered to the hand of one of the king's most noble prince, that they may array the man whom the king delight to honor, and bring him on horseback through the street of the city, and proclaim before him, thus shall it be done to the man whom the king delight to honor. And the king now said, you see all these things you said, so go and do it for Mordecai right now, put it on him. So this is the picture of honor, and when Yahushua comes, exactly what he's going to do to we that really propagate his returning. We use it to sing, we make it so big, we magnified his coming on the street. Okay, so that is a clear picture. Revelation 3:9. Yahushua also make it so clear when he comes. He said, I'm going to make this synagogue of Satan, who said they are YAHUAH'S and are not. They said they are my worshipper, and they are not. They said they are my tribe, and they are not. Like Funke. Funke said they have tribe of Trouser. Yahushua said, you are another thing entirely. He said, I'm going to make them to bow at your feet, to worship at your feet, and to let them see how much I have loved you. That is huge honor. It's for people to see. You see, the entire city will see. In that of Mordecai, the entire city see how the king honored Mordecai. Okay? How he honored him. So Yahushua said, ours is the entire world. What am I saying? That is to say, the thing that, all the event, okay, that is playing out already and not yet also playing out are in the tribes. Yahushua, when it comes, is going to honor us, of course. Now, let's proceed to the other tribe. Now, 30 verses 24. Who could this be? Genesis 30 verses 24. Genesis chapter 30. Oh, my Abba, I love you so much. 24 now. And she called his name. Aha, the longer waited, my father, oh. My love, oh, my husband, oh, Joseph is here, oh. Hey, oh, I love this one so much, oh, my Joseph, oh. Hey, oh, oh, assuming you people will repent now from your carnality and drop right now this trap madness of Trouser. I'm not Funke, I'm talking to the listener, to the student of Funke, assuming that we just drop this nonsensical of Funke and run down to the YAHUAH'S in order for them to relocate or locate their own tribe. It would have been not so too nice, so sweet, not nice, good, great. This is the long awaited, the long awaited. My father, Joseph is here. Let us welcome Joseph to the platform of Adejumo. I love Joseph. I love Yahudah. I love all of them. To the 12 tribes of Israel. I love all of them. But our papa is here, Joseph, because he's so far. This one, the tomato. The community deal with him. I love him. Oh, Shandarabo Sekeya. But Joseph, my glory carrier. From the prison straight away to the throne of second in command. Oh, Shandarabo Sekeyaba. In another man's land, a slave now became the most powerful man. He ruled. They also, according to the book of YAHUAH'S, he was also made a king after the death of Pharaoh. Joseph now ruled as king in Egypt. I love you, my papa. Now listen. And she called his name Joseph and said, Yahuwah shall add to me another son. And Joseph simply means to be added to. And indeed, he got that double blessing. He got that added stuff. He got it. I will quote, I will not read. Joseph. When you also see the dew of heaven, because this is the very long-awaited child that carried the coat of many colors, that rainbow color blessing. I love that. See, my papa, oh, Joseph is here. Oh, Joseph is here. Let's welcome him once again. He defeated Jezebel. He defeated Potiphar's wife, Zelekiah. He defeated. He was tormented by doing good. He was lied on. They locked him up. Zechariah used voodoo charms to prepare food. This boy suffered. Oh, no. Oh, no. He deserved his reward. Double portion in the family. Yes, double portion. He added glory to him. He added. We have 12 tribes, but Joseph got 2 extended tribes, the tribe of Manasseh and the tribe of Ephraim. You will see both there. You will see in that Numbers chapter 1 and 2. You will see 14 tribes there. Revelation 7. Numbers chapter 1. You will see the tribe there, the tribe of Manasseh and Ephraim. And Numbers 27, we see these 5 daughters of Zelophehad came from the tribe of Manasseh. And Numbers 36, you're going to see the tribe of Manasseh over there. Revelation 7 verses 1 through 8, you're also going to see the tribe of Manasseh over there. Okay. The tribe of Ephraim, I don't know if I added that one. Okay. Genesis, prior to the blessing of their father before he passed on, Genesis 49 verses 22 through 26. Go and see blessings upon blessing, because this guy suffered. He didn't pour away the challenge. He was just like a Job. He stood the ground of adultery. He stood the ground. He tormented Zedekiah for a whole 11 years until Zedekiah wanted to rape. He fled for his life. Not just rape first time, the second time. She first of all make attempt first time. Joseph pushed her away and said, stop this nonsense. So when she now came the second one, Joseph have to run for his life. Okay, and said, no, this woman is demonized, heavily possessed. Okay. So this is Papa Joseph. Remember what the family did unto him. They sold him into slavery. You will see that. First of all, you see that in Genesis 37. Okay, sold into slavery by the enemies of the household wickedness. Okay. And Genesis 39, we also see what Potiphar's wife did unto him. And Genesis 41, we see how he ascended the throne of glory. It was really added unto, he deserved it. Yes, hallelujah. So let's proceed now to another one. Our last born of the kingdom. Last born of the kingdom. Rehoboam now is 35. Genesis 35 verses 18. Let's quickly do that. Let's see our papa. Our other papa. Genesis 35. You see our old tribe. You see how authentic it is. You see the authentication of YAHUAH'S tribe. You want to use this one to compare the nonsense Funke is saying. So before we read, let's listen to Funke again. Let us hear her nonsensical.
All of us can never worship in one church.
Mystery Babylon people, confused people.
All of us can never worship in one church.
Listen.
For administrative purposes.
Okay, confusion.
That is one of the reasons the cross has 4 entrances.
That of Jesus, okay?
South, east, west.
That is that
Come
of Jesus.
Scarf. Come with scarf. Come without jewelry and makeup. come with jeans.
Okay.
Just come to the cross.
Type of jewelry. Type of makeup. See comedian. Acting a comedy.
So, if in your tribe
Let
they
me
don't
see
wear
porter.
jeans,
Okay.
and in my tribe we wear, it is none
Trap of jeans,
your
so
business.
trap of trouser.
Just make sure you get momentum, and just make sure you make the rapture.
A story from the belly of Jesus.
I may wear lipstick, I may make up, I may not cover my hair, but my spiritual brain is correct.
Nonsense. Full of
Look at your
materialism.
tribe
Okay.
and stay there.
Okay.
Look at your tribe and stay there. And stop peeping to another tribe.
So you see our teaching now. So how can somebody that is so desperate to know her community, her family, her tribe, so desperate, he or she, okay, so desperate to know, how can that person how can that person fish out, found his or her tribe prior to the teaching of this very Funke? You should go and locate your tribe. How? She said they should. She is teaching people to locate their tribe through materialism. Okay, makeup. So when you see tribe that is not complete, that when people make up, that is your own tribe. Remain there. Go and marry there. Locate your tribe. Because I also heard of her, one of her teaching, whereby she said, marry to your tribe. Don't marry other tribe. So she's still referring to people that wear trousers, that is saying that is not against anything. Oh no. That is not against jewelry and all this BBL stuff. So that is what she's still teaching. Where is the spirit in this? All these are teachings. Where is the spirit? It's dried. It's empty. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So let's read Genesis 35. But with this one, you see now, we laid the foundation already. You know about the tribe. You know what comes about the tribe. You know the meanings of their names. And you see every characteristics of the tribe is in Yahushua. Okay? It's in Yahushua. So, you know this one already. So now, the one we're going to be doing on the Shabbat, it is how to know which one you belong. Which one is the sign of your life. And by so doing, Adejumo will help you through to locate your own tribe. Because you must be on that tribe. Now, Genesis 35 verses 18, you belong to a tribe. I'm not talking about the tribe of trouser and makeup. The royal tribe, that's what I'm saying. So let's read. Genesis 35 verses 16 through 18. And they journeyed from Bethel, and there was a little way to come to Euphrates. And Rachel travailed, and she had heard labor. And she came to pass, oh my father, and it came to pass when she was in hard labor, not just labor, hard one. I will let you know why she was facing hard labor. That the midwife said unto her, fear not, thou shalt have this one also. 18. And it came to pass, as her soul was in departing, for she died, that she called his name Benion. But his father called his name Benjamin. Now, what is Benion? Ben-Oni. Okay, Ben-Oni. It simply means son of my sorrow. Their papa, Jacob now said, no way, you can't put that stigma on him. You can't left that demonic fingerprints on him. Sorrow? No way. His name is son of the right hand. Our last born is the son of the right hand, okay? And that is Yahushua. Yahushua is the son of the right hand of Abba Yahuwah. Son of the right hand is the right hand of Abba Yahuwah. Who has believed the son of Yahushua is the right hand? We see out of Acts of Apostles, or the book of Acts, chapter 7. You can read it maybe from 43 or so. While they were stoning Stephen, and Stephen now saw Yahushua standing at the right hand of Abba Yahuwah. So Yahushua is the son of the right hand, the lastborn. Case closed, case closed. Now, when you also read Genesis, prior to the blessing, you will see his blessing over there, 49, 27. Wonderful blessing. Isaiah chapter, what am I writing? What did I write? Oh my Abba, son of the right hand. I missed that. I only wrote Isaiah. Oh, chapter 9 and chapter 10. You're gonna see the Yami over there, okay? Their glory. And Apostle Shehu. Oh, what am I saying? Oh my Abba, what am I saying? What is Isaiah? Okay, 1 Samuel. Oh my Abba, 1 Samuel chapter 9, chapter 10. The very first dynasty, first time for we to see a king in the land of Israel came from the tribe of Benjamin, son of the right hand, first dynasty. And Apostle Shehu, both of them is Saul. Apostle Shehu, he was once called Saul before changed his name to Paul. Okay, Apostle Shehu also came from the lineage of the tribe of Benjamin. Philippians 3 verses 5. Genesis 31, verses 30 through 35. I'm not sure what was that. Okay, but Genesis, okay, that is where she died. Okay, yes. That is where Rachel died. What makes her, what killed her? She was, first of all, in hard labor, and she also died in the journey, and she couldn't enter the promised land. They were on their way to the promised land. They were on their way to the land of Canaan. She died on the way because, first of all, she called death upon herself. In all this journey, Rachel was still believing the gods of her father, the gods of Babylon. Okay, while they were leaving the land of Babylon, Rachel stole the gods of her father. She took it along. Read it, Genesis 31, verses 30 through 35 or so. She stole, through 35. Genesis 31, yes, 30 to 35. She stole the God of her fathers. What are you doing with the God of your fathers? What are you doing with the God of Babylon? What are you doing with all this stone and wood worship? What are you doing with the fallen deities ideology? What are you doing with them? She now sat upon uncleanness. She sat upon uncleanness, and that got her killed. To sit simply means to rule also. To stand also means to rule, and to sit also means to rule. Like Revelation chapter 17, we see the great horse sat upon many waters. And verses 17 said, that waters you saw were people, languages, multitudes, nations. So she sat upon their heads. Sitting also means to rule. That was what Abba Yahuwah said in Isaiah 47 or so. He said, come down from your throne, you daughters of Chaldeans. Come down from your throne and sit on the ground, sit in darkness. You will no longer call the queen of the kingdom. Sit down in emptiness. So Rachel sat upon unclean power. She sat on carnality. She sat on fetish power. Though she be with powerful man of Yahuwah, Jacob, for all this long period of years, but still she refused to convert to his God genuinely. She refused to really, give her heart to her husband God genuinely. She was still doing lukewarm 50 here, 50 there. She was still believing the God of her father and believing the God of her husband. And that was why she got killed. A double-minded person. Unclean. Idol worshiper. You see, that was what our Papa fell in love with. If he fell in love with idol worshiper because of beauty, because of BBL. You couldn't see the genuity of your wife that was longing and crying night and day. That if this woman have to come and have sexual intercourse, first of all, you have to bribe Rachel. That was how ugly the situation was. But we thank Adejumo, he brought us something glorious from it. So people like Rachel will never enter the promised land. She couldn't enter the promised land. Like Funke, she will never enter the promised land. She will die in Babylon. She will die on the way, definitely. Islam is coming for her, all this nonsense she is talking. Now, Genesis 3 verses 15. We see the punishment of woman because you brought in uncleanness into the kingdom. Now, people is going back to the promised land. Rachel brought in uncleanness. What are you doing with demons? Why bringing demons along? Why bringing carnality along? Why believing in the harm of flesh? Why not believing in the God, the mighty Yahuwah of your husband? Why believing in this nonsense? So, the woman believed the teachings of the fallen deities, longing for materialism. You know that we're longing for Godhead, longing for kingdom that is not theirs. You want to make the woman the head over the man, like they make a Funke head over her husband. She's a big shame. Why did they ordain her a big shame and they did not ordain her husband, okay? So why should we longing for that power? That is where Adejumo brought about punishment of childbirth. Okay, he said, I will multiply your. Okay, let's read it since we'll round up with that one. Your pain, I will greatly multiply your pain in childbirth. Yeah, I got it. I beget that. He said, look at that verse again. He said, I will greatly multiply your pains in childbirth. You see, Rachel's own was really greatly that she died on it. It's hard. The labor was so hard. It was so severe. It was so sore. The battle was sore. She died on it because why? She sat on cleanliness. She were taking idea from fallen deities. So that was why we never, Adejumo didn't bring her to the promised land. She died on the way. So family, we are done for now. On the Shabbat, so we'll be looking into we see the 12 tribes already, and we'll be looking into their kingdom, and we will also be looking into what is going on inside their kingdom. So we see already who the 12 tribes are, the 12 dynasties, the 12 patriarchs. Rather, not dynasty, the 12 patriarchs, okay? So we'll be looking into their kingdom and what is going on inside that kingdom and who is permitted into that kingdom and your job and duty to do inside that kingdom. And again, you must sojourn with any tribe, whether Gentiles. If you are Gentiles, you must. And if you are the actual people of the book, you will return back to your own tribe. So we'll be looking into that on the Shabbat. Thank you, Abba. I love you so much. Versus that of Jesus Christ, okay? Materialism. I love you so much, my Abba. Hallelujah. All right now, family. I'm out.